All right, welcome everybody to another edition of DrDelay Calling Games. I, of course, am DrDelay, and today we've got, or the second game, we've got the Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Saints in an NFC South battle here. I'm actually watching right now the Jets and Bengals. That is what's happening right now, is the Jets actually have just taken the lead, but we'll go ahead and switch over to coverage of the other game. Or the game that we're going to be watching here. Again, the Buccaneers coming off a devastating loss, 24-9 against the Lions, not looking good. They're looking to rebound today. Of course, the Saints looking to get something going. Again, this has been a disastrous season for them. Most people kind of predicted the Saints would struggle, but they have been just pretty bad. Look over, of course, the Buccaneers and what they've done so far this year. The Buccaneers, of course, they started off 3-0. They beat the Falcons 23-20, beat the Texans 20-19, beat the Jets 29-27. Then, of course, lost the Eagles. Almost came back and won that one, but not quite. Losing that one 31-25. Beat the Seahawks. That was a great game. Probably one of the best games on the channel I've ever covered. If you want an exciting game, folks, if you're ever bored, literally, I'm telling you, that one of the best I've ever covered. It's just right here. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, yeah, right there. 4.4. But that was a great game. One of the best games I've ever covered on the channel. Listen to that one. Of course, they beat the Niners 30-19 and then lost again. We covered that one on Monday night. Lost to the Lions 24-9. They didn't look good. They looked pretty bad, to be honest with you. It was a rough showing for them. So we'll see what happens here today. Again, they're playing the Saints. Saints not looking that great. We'll check over what they've done so far this season. This is my first Saints game I've covered, as I believe this is my third Buccaneers game now I've covered. I'm not, or maybe fourth. I think it's third. I could be wrong. But they start off with a loss to Arizona 20-13. I think most of us are like, hey, you know what? They kept it pretty close. Maybe the Saints aren't as bad as we thought. And, of course, again, losing to San Francisco 26-21. Like, again, another close loss. Maybe they're competitive. And then, of course, they lost to Seattle 44-13. And things were not looking so great. Losing to the Bills 31-19, kind of closer than you'd think, to be honest with you. Then they beat the Giants out of nowhere, 26-14. Then lost, of course, to the Patriots. Played them close, 25-19. Losing to the Bears last week in Chicago. That's always tough to play in Chicago. Again, the difference between the dome team going up to play in a tough place like that. That is always a tough task, even if you're good. But again, Saints this year they're very much a down team, and of course they're playing the Buccaneers today. So we'll see what happens today. Hopefully, again, I'm able to do a good job on the call. Hopefully, you guys like it, and of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play. Again, this is what I do. I bounce around the NFL. Of course, I'm a Steelers fan, but I do bounce around. And again, I just covered another game earlier. I covered the Dolphins and the Falcons just a few moments ago. So your NFC South brethren have just been featured on the channel. I appreciate you guys, Lewis. Again, George, as always, thank you again for tuning in. Denny, how's it going? What team can I jinx today? Let's go Bucks. Yeah, there we go. Let's go Bucks. Oh, man, I'm going to miss that phrase for a while. You got the Saints upset a trap game. Okay. RC going with the Saints. The Saints shall win. Good to see RC as always, man. The Bears just lost. Wow, the Bears have just lost to the Ravens. Back to being the bum Bears. Yeah, good to see RC, though. Again, I do, you'll probably notice that the usernames are a little different down there. I don't know what happened. YouTube really hates me, I guess. So the Bengals right now on a 4th and 9. They're trying to battle to stay in this game, and this would be a huge loss for the Bengals. Just when you think, again, they beat the Steelers, then all of a sudden, they're going to lose to the Jets. I mean, potentially, it's a 4th and 9. I imagine there's a timeout there. Again, the Dolphins beat the Falcons earlier, 34-10. Patriots over the Browns, 32-13. Eagles, 38. Giants, 20. Bills, 40. Panthers, 9. The Ravens over the Bears, 30-16. And the Texans over the Niners, 26-29. Looks like the Bengals did not have it, so the Jets are going to get their first win. There will be no 0-17 games or teams this year. As we are ready here in New Orleans, Tampa Bay is going to be kicking off to New Orleans to begin this one, as there is the kickoff Fielded at the 1. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20. Cuts it outside. He's at the 25, the 30. Pushed out of bounds across the 35. And he's about 37-yard line. There we go. Yep, 37-yard line is where they will start. Again, appreciate you, Robert. Again, you'll be here all day. I really do appreciate you, man. Maybe we'll change the Saints' luck. Maybe, Jerry. We'll see. So you're here for the rest of the day. Oh, yeah. You know it, RC. Again, I appreciate you, RC, man. I really do. Here comes Rattler in the offense. 1st and 10 at the 37. Rattler in the shotgun. Kamara in the backfield. Rattler drops back, looking to his right, fires. It is caught at the 47. He took a shot. Jeez, that was Rashid Shaheed. He's been a pretty big player for them the last few years. If you haven't heard of him, well, again, it's because of the Saints. The Saints really haven't been able to do much, but he's been a pretty solid playmaker, I would say. It looks like they're going to mark him a yard short. Are they going to say he got the first down? Initially on the field, they said a 9-yard gain. I'm not too sure. The Jets win. Why? The lovable losers. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Jets are no longer winless. So congratulations to the Jets getting their first win of the season. Whenever I can get by and try. Again, I appreciate you, man. 1st and 10 here at the 47 in the shotgun is Rattler. Rattler hands it off to Kamara up the middle. He's at the 50 and brought down at the 48-yard line. So that's a gain of 5 for Alvin Kamara. There's a lot of talks about the Saints, of course. You know, are they going to trade Kamara? Are they going to trade Chris Olave? You know, again, obviously they're trending in the wrong direction, but, these are key pieces. You do really hate to say goodbye to those guys, especially Kamara. He's been here, in the glory days of the Drew Brees era, as Rattler in the shotgun, setting a man in motion. That is Olave. Swings it out to Olave. That was behind, so that's a run. And that is going to be a loss on the play as Olave loses 3. The Buccaneers sniffed it out. They were all over it. It's a loss of 3. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Saints. Jets versus Alabama. Who wins? Alabama. Oh, no, pardon me. No. The Jets. The Jets would win easily. Oh, jeez. No. Yeah, the Jets would win. Jets would win. 3rd and 8, ball at the 49. They need to get to the 43 for a brand new set of downs. Rattler in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Tight end moving in tight. Rattler drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 45, and he gets the first down as he's brought down around the 42-yard line. That was Devon Vele, the former Bronco, making a catch. And, of course, moving the chains for a first down. Did you hear about Cam Scatterbo? Yes, Holden, dude. That is devastating, man. I hope he's going to be out for the year, but hopefully he comes back next year. He's been kind of fun to watch. He's been the talk of the town. Of course, the Giants, if they have anything going great, they're going to go ahead and talk about it. But, it's pretty cool. But, yeah, hopefully he'll be okay. 1st and 10, Rattler drops back, and he's going to take off and run at the 40, at the 35. Oh, he loses the ball! There's a fumble. There's a scrum. Who has it? The Buccaneers look happy. Oh, a turnover. The Buccaneers recover. Unbelievable. The Saints were looking really good right out of the gates, and that is a devastating turnover. Rattler trying to do too much. Tackling. Getting tackled there by 2 players, and of course it's knocked away by Nelson. And the Buccaneers take over. Jets versus Ohio State. The Jets. There's no college team that would beat an NFL team. It just would not happen. It would not happen. As much as I know it'd be confusing. Well, the Ohio State, they always win, or Alabama, they always win, but no, it just wouldn't happen. You think Cowboys win? I hope we do. I think there's a chance, RC. That's all I'll say. Let me go ahead and actually see who I ended up picking, because I was back and forth. You can see already a lot of red. Oh, man. I'm going with the Cowboys. I'm going with the Cowboys. Jeez, what happened to me in the early window? 4-4, unbelievable. I'm a mess. I'm trending backwards. I was so good, but I've been below 500 the last few weeks. You're gonna miss Scotto shaking his helmet after. Yeah. Just I don't know. Sometimes it's cool. Sometimes it's, it's a little too much. But yeah, it's a shame. You never want injuries, of course. Dallas winning today. Yeah, I think they can. I think they can go into Denver. They haven't won in Denver, I think, since like 1970, I think. And that's not nothing, folks. I want to make that clear. It's just random. No, I'm telling you, history usually repeats. It really does. So always watch for that. If you see there's a trend, go with that trend. But I'm going today. I think today is the day it happens. I don't know. I just think the Broncos, again, they got lucky last week. Again, 33 points in a quarter. That just doesn't happen. Emotional win. Dallas, I think they're going to be coming to play today. His injury reminded me of Dak Prescott against the Giants. I don't recall that one, to be honest with you. Dallas are losing on purpose thanks to Jerry Jones. Yeah. It's been a very long time. It has. Like the Steelers haven't beaten Philadelphia since 1969 in Philadelphia. That is not nothing. That is something. And even the 70s Steelers couldn't get it done. I'm telling you, there's just something about it. Even the 2000 Steelers, the Steelers that won 2 Super Bowls, could not beat Philly in Philly. So that is not nothing, folks. Trends do, there's something to that. It's just the way it is. Again, the Saints, if you're just tuning in, the Saints had the ball. They were just driving down the field. Then they fumbled. Buccaneers, of course, taking over as we are returning live back here in New Orleans. 1st and 10 at the 32 for Tampa Bay. Baker under center. 2 receivers left, sending a man in motion. Mayfield hands it off up the middle. This is White at the 35 and brought down at the 37. Rashad White, he's done a good job, of course, taking over since Bucky Irving had his injury. And, of course, they're showing the replay here. Spencer Rattler, again, just trying to do too much. And that cost him. That's crazy. It is. I'm telling you, history, there's something about it. There's a reason why they can't win. It just happens. 2nd and 5, ball at the 37. Mayfield under center, receivers left, receiver to the right. Mayfield sending Otton in motion. Mayfield hands it off to White, trying to find something, bounces it back inside at the 40, and is brought down across the 45-yard line. That's a nice gain there. Gain of 9 for White. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Buccaneers. What's up, DrDelay? How's it going, Orioles fan? Good to see you, man. Just time travel. Raiders will win a Super Bowl in the year 34-20. Nice. Good stuff. So that brings their total to 4. I'm assuming they probably didn't win anything else in between. So 1st and 10 at the 46. Mayfield under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Mayfield sending a man in motion. Mayfield hands it off to White. 3 straight runs to begin the game. This time the Saints are all over it as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe. I think they're going to go ahead and give it to him. Showing off Baker Mayfield here. His stats this year, pretty good, averaging 252 passing yards a game, 13 touchdowns, 2 picks. He has 4 game-winning drives already. Again, Baker in the clutch has been very, very good. Of course, last week, had a really rough go of things. Is it just me or a lot of good players been hurt? I think that's every year. It's always highlighted, though, when it happens in the moment. It's always a big deal. 1st and 10 at the 46, and there is a penalty, and that's going to be a false start. You're killing me. Yeah, hey, yeah, who are the Raiders playing in the Super Bowl? If the Saints can't take care of the ball, the potential for the Saints upset is going to be off the early. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Again, the Saints were looking good on that opening drive. They just, again, Rattler, I think, trying to do too much. Probably feeling himself. Again, the Saints were looking good. They were looking good initially, just moving forward, and got to chill out sometimes. So, 2nd and 15 at the 41. Mayfield in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Mayfield drops back, sending 4, fires. It is overthrown, incomplete. Pass intended for Egbuka. Again, he's been really good. Emeka Egbuka, of course, he will get a much larger role now that Evans is pretty much out of the year. Again, he had a good role, obviously, early because Evans was out. Took advantage. Evans out. Egbuka's back in, and I think he will do very well. He's a very good, very great, I think, up-and-coming receiver. Flacco is super mid. Yeah, it's tough there, RC. That was tough. 3rd and 15 at the 41. Mayfield in the shotgun. Trips to the right. One receiver to the left. Mayfield drops back, sending 6. Heavy pressure and down. Mayfield goes. Sack. Oh, my goodness. The Saints sent the blitz. And boy, did it work because the Buccaneers O-line caved quickly. Pretty much cover 0 on the back end. I mean, that's one-on-one back there. And yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, just not happening. So the Buccaneers will have to punt it away. Our conference is still, I just missed that one now. Like Fred Warder and Tyreek Hill. Yep. It's tough. Jacob, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Again, I'm ready for tonight. 4th and 26. Yes, that is pretty bad. And they're going to punt it away as Dixon boots it. Fair catch signal made at the 29. And that's where the Saints will begin their drive whenever we come back, because why not? Commercial break with a little bit more commercial breaks here on DrDelay. Of course, I'm blaming Fox, really. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I'm probably the best channel you've never heard of. I'm not even kidding. We are definitely a channel on the rise. I cover football, NFL, college football. Of course, I did plenty of baseball, but baseball, of course, is nearing its conclusion. So I won't really cover much of that anymore. Maybe Tuesday. I don't even know about Tuesday yet. But yeah, make sure again to like and subscribe. Just covered the Dolphins and Falcons. I know you probably see the Steelers gear, and you're probably a little bit like, well, I don't really sub to a Steelers channel. No, it's a channel for everybody. Of course, I'm a Steelers fan. I mean, that's what gets us in. You know, we're all fans of somebody. But yeah, make sure again to like and subscribe. Again, I've been doing this since week 1. I've really actually been doing this since March, again, with baseball. That's how it started. So, yeah, we're a channel on the rise, so make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. And, of course, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Did you hear about the Jets? Yeah, no, I couldn't believe it. Mayfield's a dude's dude. Would like to buy him a beer. Oh, yeah, Baker seems like a cool guy, for sure. Congratulations to the Jets. Yeah, no, they won their first game. That is crazy. Beating the Bengals, who just beat the Steelers, makes me feel really good. Spike to like, 100%. Best channel on YouTube. Appreciate you. I really do appreciate it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm a Raiders fan, but I love this channel. Thank you. I try. Again, I really do bounce around the league. This is my first time covering the Saints, the Buccaneers. I want to say it's the 3rd or 4th time. But again, it's random, folks. Don't think it's just I'm targeting specific teams. It is random. I'm just trying to cover games that might give me the best chance for success. That's how you make it on the channel. I mean, if you cover the same thing everyone else does, you're going to get buried. So, you know, I might cover games that might not be featured amongst other YouTube channels. So that's kind of where my attitude is. Of course, again, Steelers fan. I know that Steelers are always featured everywhere, but, you know, I'm a Steelers fan. I'm going to watch the game. May as well cover the game. Jets was fixed for Nick Mangold. I don't know about that, Air Jordan, but yeah, I did hear about Nick Mangold today. That's very sad. I don't know how he passed, but yeah, it is very sad that he did pass. So, but we are working our way back here to New Orleans. Yeah, it's going to be 1st and 10 here at the 28. So Rattler is in the shotgun, sending Kamara in motion, trips to the right, tight end in tight to the left. Rattler moving to his right. Looking down the field, fires. It is caught at the 31. Immediately out of bounds is Chris Olave. And that is a gain of 7. Oh, pardon me, gain of 3. It's 2nd and 7 coming up for the Saints. Had a brain fart there. So, again, the Saints had a really nice opening drive, but, again, the fumble undid them. Showing Kellen Moore there. Trying to get this offense going. That's what he's known for. As it's 2nd and 7, ball at the 31. In the shotgun is Rattler, sending a man in motion. Rattler hands it off to Kamara up the middle, fighting forward. He crosses the 35 and is brought down at the 36. As that is a gain of 5, and that makes it 3rd and manageable for the Saints. John Gruden is your favorite Buck. Oh, yeah. Buccaneer and Raider. 3rd and 2, Rattler, play action, moving quickly, and he's going to take off and run, diving first, head first, and will get the first down. I don't know, I think that's a bad spot, but it is a first down. I thought he was a little bit more up the field. So, yeah, first down Saints. Rattler, again, diving head first, going for the extra yards. If he slid, he would have been clearly short based on the spot. Just think about it. Oh, I mean, I totally get why you would think that. I mean, again, yeah, I totally get it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's a tough one there, Air Jordan. First and 10 here at the 38 in the shotgun. Hands it off to Kamara down the right side. Trying to break free. He does, but not for much, as he does fight for about a yard on the play. Again, Kamara just trying to make something happen. I mean, his first 8 years, he's averaged 100 yards a game. That's very good. This year, 66. Of course, again, he's getting a little bit older. I mean, I want to say he's 30, or, if he's not 30, he's 29. He's pushing 30. But yeah, he's definitely getting up there in age. 2nd and 8, ball at the 40. Rattler in the shotgun. Rattler drops back, looking, steps up, and is tripped up from behind. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know if that's going to be a sack or not. It's going to be close. So that makes it third and 9 coming up for the Saints. Again, the Saints have already had the ball. They had a turnover. The Buccaneers got a first down, but then were quickly driven backwards and had a punt. 3rd and 9 at the 39. They need to get to the 48 for a brand new. Send it down, sending Shaheed in motion. Rattler drops back. Heavy pressure. Steps up, moving to his right. Fires. It's caught at the 45, extending, and he does get the first down. Shaheed showing his athleticism. Able to extend for the first down. Body taking him out of bounds. Rattler again facing the blitz there, doing a good job of moving outside the pocket and finding the open man. So 1st and 10 for the Saints. Rattler in the shotgun, trips to the left to one tight end and tight to the right. Sending Olave in motion. Rattler drops back. Play action, stepping up, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 45 and brought down at the 41. That is Juwan Johnson, the big tight end in the middle. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Saints. The Saints, again, back-to-back drives are moving. Johnson blocking initially and then going out. So if you play video games, that is the blue route. You'll see, again, staying him in tight, and then he'll go out and run it. That is the Madden thing, or college football. Played too much of that, I guess. 1st and 10 at the 41 in the shotgun is Rattler, sending Olave in motion. Rattler drops back, looking to his left. Pump fakes, fires. It is caught over the middle for a gain of about 3. That is Devin Neal on the catch. Not familiar with him. Apparently he's a rookie, 6th-round pick out of Kansas. Okay, I think, I saw him play last year. Yeah. Watched a little bit of Kansas last year. So 2nd and 8 coming up for the Saints as Rattler is under center. 2 receivers, the right, tight ends in tight. Rattler takes the snap, play action. Moving to his left, heavy pressure, and down he goes. Sacked at the 50. That was Dennis on the sack. What a great name that is. One of the better names I think ever. Probably the best name is Dennis. Great name. Again, I'll stop about the name, but yeah, it's a great name. But it's also a great sack, and that's going to back up the Saints. It's going to be 3rd and 18 around the 50. As Rattler is in the shotgun, trips to the right. Receiver to left, sending a man in motion. They need to get to the 30 for a brand new set of downs. Rattler drops back, looking. Is going to check it down by Neal. Neal's at the 45, makes a guy miss, and is brought down at the 42-yard line. So that's a gain of 8. And I think they're going to probably punt it. Just a little bit too long there. If you miss it, then it's a short field for the Buccaneers. I don't remember who the punter is. Rattler 7 for 7. You look at the stats, you know, he's doing a pretty good job there. Kruger on a punt, as there it is. Fair catch signal made at the 7, and that's where Tampa Bay will start their drive whenever we come back. Again, 0-0 here in the first quarter. 2:42 left to go. You can't see the live chats. They're not moving. Oh, no one's here. No, that's okay. That's okay. Again, you know, my job is to call the game. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to hit that like and subscribe buttons. Those are free to do, by the way. You don't have to pay me anything. You don't have to pay me anything. It is free. I'm not like Chat Sports, folks. I promise you. I'm not going to be asking for money every play. We are definitely a channel for the people, by the people. There we go. But, yeah, again, I do bounce around. And, again, I'll be covering the game tonight. Steelers and the Packers covered a game earlier. So, again, I'm involved in every single window. Let's check out some scores from across the nation. Cowboys, Broncos, and Titans, Colts just now beginning. Zeros in those games. Final scores from earlier. Dolphins 34, Falcons 10. Jets again upsetting the Bengals 39-38. Patriots 32, Browns 13. Eagles 38, Giants 20. Bills 40, Panthers 9. Ravens 30, Bears 16. And the Texans 26, 49ers 15. Let's see here. Just time travel and the future is full of football. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's go. Kevin just said there will be no change of quarterback. Well, I'm sorry, Ultimate. It happens. It happens, man. You know? So it happens. It happens, man. I don't know. I mean, maybe you'll get a shot later down the road. I think it's just too early. Let's see. What's up, Doctor? Oh, man. I appreciate you, Raider. Again, we have a lot of Raiders fans on the channel. I'm telling you. We have a lot of Raiders fans. It's really cool. And I've only covered the Raiders once, and that's what's crazy. I've only covered the Raiders once, and yet, you know, I have a lot of sports. So Raiders, you know, hey, you guys are due for a game. We'll try to get you on the channel, I assure you. We'll try to get the Raiders back on this channel soon. Best channel. I try. Today's DrDelay lineup sounds like a list of Batman villains. Two-Face, the Rattler, and tonight Jordan Love as the Choker. Oh, this guy. That's pretty good. Denny, you're a very clever guy. I definitely appreciate you, man. Please pay the man. No, don't do it. Now, again, all I ask for is subscribing. You subscribing and liking the channel. That'll help me later down the road again. That will help me for sure. As it's 1st and 10 at the 8. Mayfield under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Mayfield sending a man in motion. Mayfield hands it off to White up the middle, and he's tripped up after a gain of 2. Some pushing and shoving here. Again, the Buccaneers and Saints, I would say they're a rivalry, I'm sure. You know, you guys probably remember the Marshawn Lattimore and Mike Evans days. Those were pretty hectic. Gabriel keeps getting progressively worse every game, not better. I don't know. I'm not the coach. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you got to start a petition. 2nd and 7. Ball at the 11. Mayfield in the shotgun, trips to the right, sending a man in motion, actually, to 2s to the left, 2 to the right. Mayfield drops back, looking over the middle. Pump fakes, fires. It's caught at the 15, and extending forward gets to the 19. That is a brand new set of downs for the Buccaneers. White immediately getting up and asking to come off. So we'll take a look at that a little bit. Hopefully it's going to be okay. Raiders aren't losing this week for sure. That's always good. The bye week is always nice. Raiders scoring just as many points this week as they did last week. Unfortunate. 1st and 10 here for the Buccaneers. Sending a man in motion. Baker hands it off. This is Tucker at the 20, the 25, the 30. Loses the ball, but it does roll out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. I don't know where they're going to mark it here. They're going to mark him short by a yard. I could probably have played better than Gabriel if I'm being honest. Jeez, well, that's not good. Again, the Buccaneers have a lot of injuries. Bucky Irving, of course. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Hassan Reddick. I mean, that's a lot of star power out. 2nd and 1. They marked him short at the 29. Baker hands it off to Tucker up the middle, and he extends and gets the first down. He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 2, and it keeps the drive moving. It's been a heavy dose of the run game. Baker only 2 passes. Sean Tucker, third-year running back out of Syracuse. And the Fighting Orange. 1st and 10 at the 31. Baker under center. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Sending a man in motion. Baker sending another man in motion. And, a lot of movement. And, yeah, the Saints definitely came off. So interesting. I don't think they're going to snap a play there. Only 2 seconds left. And that is definitely, that's tough. So a free 5 yards. It's going to make it 1st and 5. Whenever we do come back into this one. Again, 2 seconds left. They're just going to wind the clock here. All right, well, that's the end of the first quarter. The Buccaneers and the Saints tied up at 0 apiece. So, again, if you ever are feeling down about yourself, folks, make sure to feel free to realize that you scored as many points as the Buccaneers and Saints did in the first quarter today. So look at you. You're just as good as a professional football team. Never down yourself. Ever. Congratulations to the Jets for winning their first game. Yeah, no, congratulations for sure. Again, that sounds like it would have been a great game to cover. Of course, I covered a blowout, 34-10. I covered the Dolphins-Falcons in the first window. So lucky me, I guess. But, I mean, it was still fun. I picked up some subs. That's all that matters. Keep moving forward. That's really the attitude I should have, and I'm really thankful for that. Again, for the subs. For you guys just clicking on the live stream, again, really does help out the channel a lot. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to, folks. Again, I cover, if you're an NFL fan, strictly an NFL fan, I got you covered for Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays for sure. Again, I'm on here 6 days a week. 3 games on Sundays. Again, Dolphins, Falcons, what I covered earlier. Obviously, I'm covering Buccaneers and Saints now, and the Packers and Steelers. Again, it's completely random, so again, it's not like I'm following specific teams. I try to cover what I think might give me the best chance at an audience. Because all I ask for is a chance, pretty much. I think I can win you guys over when you're here. I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I'm sure I haven't. I'm sure there's a lot of people I haven't. I know for a fact I haven't, actually. But I definitely believe in my ability to get you guys hit that subscribe button. I try to make it as awesome as I can. Of course, feel free to vote down below. Talk about whatever you like as well. I try to get to as many comments as I can. But in the poll today, it's who wins. Pretty simple poll. 73% of you guys have the Buccaneers winning. 28% of you guys have the Saints winning. So that is that. And again, we're still in commercial break. Zeros in Colorado, Cowboys and the Broncos. Cowboys are driving. They're at the Denver 1. The Colts have just tacked on a field goal, so the Colts leading 3-0 over the Titans. And again, some just interesting action there from the games earlier. Again, a lot of blowouts. I think only one game that was one score game. That was Jets-Bengals. Jets scoring 23 points in the fourth quarter. Oh, wow. That is amazing. So, all right, we're back here in New Orleans. The Saints with 60 yards of offense in the first quarter. The Buccaneers only 26. Of course, this is only their second possession. But right now, it's looking like the Saints are good, but the Buccaneers kind of having a little drive here. 1st and 5 at the 36. Baker under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Baker, play action, heavy duress, and fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Emeka Egbuka. Nothing doing there. Again, the Saints' defensive line has given Baker some trouble here. You can kind of see why they're electing to go with the run game. Yards per rush with Bucky, 4.4 without Bucky, 3.2. I mean, it is a killer. It is a killer. I mean, Shaun White is really good, but he's more of a receiving back. So 2nd and 5 for the Buccaneers. Ball at the 36. Baker in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Baker drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is caught by Auden at the 39, immediately slung down. So that's a gain of about 3. It should make it 3rd and manageable for the Buccaneers. Baker not really finding much success in the passing game today. 2 for 4 for 12 yards as of now. Still plenty of time, of course, but definitely a little concerning that, it's a bunch of checkdowns. Again, he's been under duress, though, so there is that. So, 3rd and 2 for the Buccaneers. Ball at the 39. They need to get to the 41. Mayfield under center, sending a man in motion. Baker hands it off to White, and he doesn't get there as he's brought down at the 40. Kind of bobbled the ball a little bit, and that may have impacted a little bit. But there is a flag. He picked Tampa, wouldn't be mad if they lost. Oh, I bet. Helps you with the playoff positioning. Holding on the defense. Oh, man, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. That's an automatic first down for the Buccaneers. I'm not showing the penalty here. I couldn't quite tell you who. So a defensive holding call on a run play. So that means the defensive lineman must have been really tugging away, because again, that was a very congested play there. Everyone was in the middle pretty much. So good eye by the referee, I guess. 1st and 10 coming up for the Buccaneers as we're ticking under 14 minutes here in the second quarter. 0-0 is your score. Mayfield in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Baker swings it out. It's caught. He's at the 20, or no, pardon me, the 50, and brought down at the 47. What am I thinking? It's at the 50-yard line. I'm an idiot. That was Shepard. I was trying to think of the receiver's name. For some reason, couldn't think of it, and then I got the number wrong. So, yeah, we are across midfield at the 47. My bad, folks. Terrible. I said I could win you guys over. I want to lose you guys just like that. That's a bummer. 2nd and 2 coming up for Tampa Bay. Baker in the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Ball at the 47 of New Orleans. Mayfield hands it off to White up the middle. He's at the 45 and is brought down around the 42. That is a gain of 5, and that is a new set of downs for the Buccaneers. White at 6 carries, 23 yards so far in this one. Just kind of steady. That's pretty much what he's been doing here. And White is more of the receiving back, so he's not going to be as effective in between the tackles. 1st and 10 for Baker and the Bucs. Ball at the 42. Baker in the pistol. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Mayfield hands it off up the middle to White, and White is dropped after just a yard. Tackled at the 41-yard line. Warner on the tackle. Pete Warner, his 2nd tackle of the day. Just Time Travel and Talk has 1 billion subscribers in the future. Ooh, that's an alternate reality then. I don't think I'll ever hit that. Would be nice. Would be nice to... would be nice to get to 10,000. Yeah. I think that's doable at the end of the next year. I think that's very much in play. 2nd and 9 at the 41. In the shotgun is Mayfield. Mayfield drops back looking, swings it out. It's caught by Johnson at the 45 and is slung out of bounds at the 40. I believe that was Tez Johnson. Yep, Tez Johnson. And he's been asked to do a little bit more lately, again, due to the injuries between Evans and Godwin. These other receivers have had to step up. Buka really has. Johnson has been all right. So 3rd and 8 for the Buccaneers at the 40. 11 plays, 52 yards, 6 minutes off the clock here. Still only at the 40. Baker in the shotgun. They need to get to the 32 for a brand new set of downs. Baker drops back, sending 4. Baker fires it. It's caught wide open at the 25, at the 20, and brought down at the 16. But there is a flag. There is a flag. Baker trying to see what's happening. Looks like it's going to be against the Saints. Holding. Defense number 4. That's going to be declined, of course. Again, they're going to be inside the 20 now. The Buccaneers inside the red zone as they're at the 16. Baker again finding the open man. Egbuka wide open. Again, he's already good as is. Leaving him wide open is it's a no-brainer that Baker's going to go there. So 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers as they're inside the 20. They're at the 16. Baker in the shotgun, trips left, one receiver to the right. Baker hands it off to Tucker, off the middle. He's at the 15, the 10, the 5, brought down at the 1. Tucker, oh, what a run, just right up the middle. There were no Saints there until the second level. I don't know what happened there on the defensive line. They've been really good so far, but they disappeared for that play. Tucker finding the open space up the middle and brought down by number 4, New Orleans, and it's going to be 1st and goal for the Bucs at the 1. Ball at the 1, 91 yards so far on the drive. They have been looking really good. Baker under center, sending a man in motion. Baker hands it off to Tucker up the middle, leaning forward, and is he going to get in? I don't know. There's a flag. Looks like they're going to mark him short of the line, of the end zone line there, and I think, well, I don't know. We'll just have to wait for the flag here. Offside defense. That penalty is going to be declined. Jeez, another penalty. Of course, it doesn't really matter. They're already at the 1. That was Carl Granderson, the guilty party there. So 9:40 and counting here in this one in the second quarter here. Baker under center. White in the backfield. Baker hands it off to White up the middle, leading, and he is denied. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. I think he got knocked back to the 1. Again, they were right there at the inch line. So nothing doing there. 2nd and goal coming up for the Buccaneers. Again, they're at the 1. Baker under center, White in the backfield. Again, jumbo set. Everybody's in there, the big men, everybody. Baker hands it off to White again, trying to find something, squeezing forward, and he's not going to get there, and it's 3rd and goal now. If you played football, Doc, what would it be? In my younger days, it was a receiver. I appreciate you, Al, man. Appreciate what you do. No, I appreciate you. Thank you very much, man. That is awesome. I try, man. I really do. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. Like receiver, I played receiver in high school a little bit. Of course, I was mostly a kicker and punter, not going to lie. I don't know, I could throw the ball 50 yards as a senior. I feel like I could have been a good quarterback. I knew the game, but it is what it is. Mayfield hands it off to White up the middle, leaning forward, and he is denied yet again. Oh, the Saints defensive line. They're looking really good on these set of plays here. Oh, man, this would be so disheartening for the Buccaneers to drive the distance of the field. I wonder what they'll do here. Again, they've went 3 straight runs right up the middle. White just can't get there. The defensive line have just looked so good. If you hit your parlay, I appreciate it. Again, don't worry about that, though. I do appreciate it, though. Again, focus on you. Only donate if you can, folks. That is. I really want to emphasize that. 4th and goal here at the 1. Mayfield hands it off up the middle to Tucker, and he is denied. The Saints defensive line stands strong. They hold the line, and that is a turnover on downs. New Orleans is loud and proud. They are just rocking in New Orleans. Oh, the Saints rise to the occasion, denying the Buccaneers of a touchdown. They will head to commercial break. 7:23 left to go here, and oh man, that was exciting. I can't even speak. That was pretty cool. That is pretty neat to see. You don't really see that much. With all the offense now, it's like, oh, they're going to score for sure. Tampa's coach is a moron. Run the same play. How about take it outside? I don't know. I would like to see Baker throw it once there, That would have been pretty cool. That would have been, I think that would have worked. Maybe. Well, what a play, though. You hope Tampa loses this game. Yeah, I don't really like bad play calling either. But yeah, running up the middle 4 straight times didn't work. It didn't work the first time, the second time, or the third time, or the fourth time. That is amazing. Screenplay would have worked, LOL, NFL coaches. Yeah, the screen at the 1, I think, is underrated. No one uses it. It's rarely used, and when it does work, when it's ran, it works. I completely agree. Screenplays usually work. They I don't know why they're not run at the 1. But again, I also am of the belief if you want to get to the end zone, throw it in the end zone. Like we talked about it earlier, like on a 4th and 7, the Falcons ran a bubble screen. Like, dude, just throw 7 yards down the field. Just throw it. Just already throw it. That way, if the guy catches it, it's already decided. You already got the first down rather than throwing it to the guy and then having him work to get in. But yeah, I got what you're saying, though, for sure. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Hopefully, again, you like what I'm selling you here, which is pretty much just free play-by-play around the league. That's really all I'm doing. But yeah, no, I definitely do appreciate you guys for hanging out. Again, if no one were here, then it would be no point to do it. So I really do appreciate you guys clicking on the live stream, letting me get a chance to possibly win you over. Again, it's a growing channel. Again, over 1,300 subs since August 1st. We are a channel on the rise, folks. We really are. Football has been very good to me, for sure. But football is my number 1, so that is definitely not a surprise. My number 1 sport that I love so much. So, again, they're coming back here to New Orleans. It's 0-0. Again, the Buccaneers had it first and goal at the 1. Then it was first and goal at the half-inch line because of the penalty. And they were denied 4 straight times. So the Saints now they're kind of in a little bit of trouble. Again, they're going to have the ball at their own 1, so they need to get it out of there. Rattler in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right, or to the left, pardon me, 1 to the right, and there is going to be a penalty here as that's a false start on New Orleans. That's going to move them a little bit closer. That is, again, that's one of the problems here now. Obviously made the stop. Great stuff. Now you got to get out of there. 1 loss on the play, a holding call in the end zone. That's a safety. Just a bunch of stuff that can go wrong deep in your own territory. 1st and 10 at the 1. I should say the half-yard line. Rattler drops back, looking to his right. He's going to check it down to Kamari. He's wide open at the 5 and fighting forward and gets tackled at the 10. That's a gain of 9. And that'll make it 2nd and 1 coming up for the Saints. And I do try to, again, bounce around the league, folks. And again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Bucks need to draft DrDelay for a wide receiver. No. I'd get wrecked. 18-year-old me, hey, you know what? That guy was still an athlete. 20-year-old me, this guy is fat and lazy. 2nd and 1 in the pistol is Rattler. Rattler. Play action. Moving to his right. Fires. It's batted. Oh, it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. Oh, my goodness. What in the world just happened? Rattler moving to his right, throws. It's batted by Nelson, who's right in front of his face. Nelson catches it, shoves Rattler to the ground, and it just walks into the end zone. Oh, that's a devastating play there. What a play, though, by Nelson. Again, Rattler firing, batted by Nelson, who just... It comes right back to him, and he just shoves Rattler to the ground, who was the last line of defense there. And the Buccaneers, a pick 6. What are you guys watching the game on? I have NFL Sunday Ticket. That's how I have it, which I think... No, this isn't the local game for me. I'm on the eastern side of... I'm really close to Louisiana, but no. We have the Cowboys game on the local channel here. But yeah, it's on Fox. It's on Fox, Aaron. All right, well, we're pending the extra point. Wow, that's amazing. The extra point is up. The extra point is good. That is just frustrating for your Saints fan. Again, he had a great defensive stand, and then Rattler throws it right to the defensive lineman, who then embarrasses Rattler, just shoves him to the ground, and walks it in. The Buccaneers lead 7-0 over the Saints with 6:41 left to go in this one. Al loves it. What a play. Yeah, go Pack. It was. That was a heck of a play by Nelson. Anthony Nelson, dude, doing it all. Again, appreciate you guys right out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Again, that's what I do, folks. I call games three games every Sunday. I try to get 3 games every Saturday. Been doing it. I don't know if I'll still do that. Might just be 2 going forward. We'll see. Just depends. But, again, I'm on here 6 of the 7 games, or 6 of the 7 days a week. I really do. I just came in, so I apologize if you already said it. Yes, I'm doing tonight's game. Yeah, you're good. You're good, Jonathan. No biggie. That was one of the greatest defensive plays I've ever seen. It really was. It was a great play. Folks, yeah, if you look at the replay of this game or the highlights, you'll definitely see it. All right, we'll check around the league real quick. Let's see what's happening here. The Buccaneers lead 7-0. Well, that's obviously here. Buccaneers, Saints. Buccaneers leading 7-0. Broncos leading 7-3 over the Cowboys. They're still in the first quarter. The Colts lead now 9-0 over the Titans. So the Colts may be routing them. And then final scores earlier, Dolphins over the Falcons, 34-10. I, of course, covered that one earlier today. The Jets-Bengals. Jets winning 39-38. Jets getting their first win of the season over the Bengals. The Patriots, 32. Browns, 13. Eagles, 38. Giants, 20. The Bills, 40. Panthers, 9. Ravens, 30. Bears, 16. And the Texans, 26. Niners, 15. And, of course, again, I'll be covering tonight's game, folks. Nelson looks like a tight end. Yeah, he does. He does. He's kind of a tall, lanky guy. Just a athletic guy. That's what he looks like. And again, folks, I'll be covering Steelers, Packers. Of course, I'm sure you guys could have probably figured that one out. But yes, I love my Steelers, and we'll be covering every single. What's the best defensive play in NFL history? Oh, shoot. I mean, there's the James Harrison one in the Super Bowl. I think that one is very much a great play. So I would say that one, honestly. That was a 14-point swing. Again, they're showing the replay here. Rattler just throwing it right to Nelson. Again, tipped it to himself and then shoves Rattler to the ground and then literally walks in. That was just embarrassing for Rattler. My Bucks really need to trade for a right tackle and right guard. Yeah, Baker tonight in the afternoon here, has been under duress. He really has been. So I can see why you'd say that, Chris. So, all right, we're back here again. 6:41 left to go here in the second quarter as the Buccaneers will kick it off. And that's going to be fielded in the end zone. Brings it out at the 5, the 10, the 15, and hit hard at the 20. Kind of fumbled it out of the end zone there. Of course, they're showing off the World Series, which, again, haven't covered. I covered the NLCS with the Brewers and Dodgers. I don't know. I could cover Game 4. I just don't know if I will. We'll see. Harrison agreed. Yeah, no. The James Harrison play was awesome. Probably a little biased there, but again, that still is a great play. 1st and 10 here for the Saints at the 20 as Rattler is under center, sending a man in motion. Rattler tosses. This is Taysom Hill on the play, and he's going to fight forward for a gain of about 2. So Taysom Hill, again, he's been vulturing Alvin Kamara's touchdowns for years now. Doesn't really get used much. Anthony Nelson, first NFL player with a sack, interception, returned for a touchdown in the same game this season. Wow, that is an interesting stat there. So, 2nd and 7. Rattler in the shotgun, ball at the 23. Rattler, play action, looking to his left. Now moving to his right. Fires down the right side. It is caught at the 50. Pushed out of bounds. And that is a great throw and a great catch. It's a gain of 27 yards. I don't know why they didn't use Hill to get them out of the hole. Well, they kind of got out of the hole, but, I mean, you know, it was still like a 2nd and 1 at the 10, and he rolled back. Rattler moved way back on that play, now I think about it. So 1st and 10 at the 49. Rattler drops back looking, throws it down the right sideline. That is way out of bounds, incomplete. Of course, they are on the Tampa Bay side, by the way, so only 49 yards to go till pay dirt. McCollum on the coverage, but again, doesn't matter. Rattler sent that to the sideline, so I don't know why they're even praising McCollum there. Rattler 9 for 11, 90 yards here and a pick so far in this one. It's been hit and miss, really. 2nd and 10, ball at the 49. Rattler in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, sending a man in motion. That is Valet. And he tosses to Olave as he is just going to get about a yard or so on the screen. That'll make it 3rd and 9 coming up for New Orleans. Robert going, let's go Aints, the Aints. Who dat? Who dat? 3rd and 8 for the Saints. They need to get to the 39 for a brand new set of downs. Rattler in the shotgun. Rattler trying to use the hard count. Didn't work. Rattler drops back, looking to his left now. Swings it out to his right. This is Neal. Neal trying to get something, but it can't get anything as he gets maybe a yard, but nothing more. And now decision time here. Again, I imagine they punt it. Looks like they are going to punt it. Yeah, that's kind of a devastating end to that drive. Again, they had the nice throw by Rattler to Olave, and then it leads to nothing. That has got to be frustrating here. So here's Kruger again to punt it away and try to pin the Bucs deep. Again, that happened last drive, but the Buccaneers were able to drive the distance. Didn't work out as they were held. As that's fair catch signal made at the 12, and that is where the Buccaneers will begin their next drive with 3:58 left to go here in the second quarter. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like, hit that like button, and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to subscribe to the channel. It is completely free to do so. You don't have to pay me anything. Now, if you are a Chat Sports fan, well, hey, Chat Sports, hey, they like charging you after every play. But I'm not Chat Sports, so make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Again, I call games here, 3 games every Sunday. This is my second game of the day. I did Falcons-Dolphins earlier. So, yes, I'm on here all day. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you're a fan of football. If you're not a football fan, I guess you're not subscribing. That makes sense to me. Just time travel, and the Aints win a Super Bowl in the year 2099, so put it in your parlay, guys. There we go. I don't know if I'll be alive then. I would be 103 years old. Jeez. I hope I'm not. I mean, I don't want to die or anything like that, but yeah, I think that's too much. That is too much, 103. But yeah, no, I definitely appreciate you guys. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about what you like. Are you a Buccaneers fan? You a Saints fan? Let me know. Just chat away. Again, I try to respond to as many comments as possible. If not, that's okay. If you want to be a silent listener, that's okay too. I'm a silent listener in other chats as well. So I totally get it. Broncos, they are leading 14-3 over the Cowboys. Still in the first quarter. Jeez, Colts 10, Titans nothing there in the second quarter. And, of course, final scores from earlier, Dolphins 34, Falcons 10, Jets 39, Bengals 38, Patriots 32, Browns 13, Eagles 38, Giants 20, Bills 40, Panthers 9, Ravens 30, Bears 16, and the Texans 26, Niners 15. Dallas has to have one of the worst secondary units I've ever seen. Really, are they that bad today? I'm sure they're bad every week, but yeah, no, I've yet to cover the Cowboys either. I need to. I've yet to do so. I need to though. Again, the goal is to cover everybody at least once. That way I can say I saw everybody. Dallas defense is awful. Dallas already lost. Geez, well, there goes my upset pick. All right, we're back here in New Orleans. I was about to lean back and chill. Man, they're showing some like, I'm hungry now. Oh my gosh, that looks like Thanksgiving stuff I'm looking at. That's a bummer. 1st and 10 here at the 13. Mayfield under center. Hands it off to Tucker. Tucker taking the right side. Stiff arms the guy to the ground and is brought down himself at the 16-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma glazing these guys in their food. I mean, it does look really good. I can't lie. Man, that looks really good. I can't wait for Thanksgiving. And yes, I'll be doing some Thanksgiving games. I don't know which games I'll be doing, but I will be here on Thanksgiving, folks. So 2nd and 7. Ball at the 16. In the under center is Baker. Baker. Play action. Moving. Fires. It's caught by Otten at the 20 and brought down at the 21-yard line. That makes it 3rd and short. They're bad? Yeah, I bet they are. The Cowboys. Again, Baker has been under pressure this afternoon. Been able to find the guy to get the completion. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Buccaneers. Again, interesting here. As we're under 240. Again, you don't really want to give New Orleans the ball back. Baker in the shotgun, trips to the left, one receiver to the right, sending Egbuka in motion. Baker drops back, but there's a flag. Buck secondary's track, except for Winfield, top 3. Yeah, Winfield is really good. False start on the offense. That's going to back him up 5, makes that 3rd down a little bit more challenging here. This is going to be 3rd and 7. As Tristan Wirfs, he's been a great left tackle for many years now. So again, 3rd and 7 for the Buccaneers, and they may, well, no, they're going to have to run a play here. Baker in the shotgun, trips left, one receiver to the right. Baker sending a man in motion. Baker drops back, looking, steps up, heavy pressure, escapes, keeps his eyes downfield, fires, it is off the mark, incomplete. Otten trying to make a play on it, just couldn't. And the Buccaneers will have to punt it away with less than 2 minutes to go. Of course, that means it's the 2-minute warning. So 7-0. Buccaneers over the Saints. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe. I'm sure you're tired of me saying this, but again, I have to promote myself because no one else will promote me. But again, we are a rising channel. Again, 1,300 subs since August 1st. So again, you won't be subscribing to a bum, I assure you. No, I am definitely on here 6 days a week. I'm trying to make this something into something special. Hopefully you guys can see that potential. And if not, well, it is what it is. But, we're going to move on anyway. But yeah, make sure again to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Again, feel free to chat about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. Let's see here. Broncos again leading 14-3 over the Cowboys. That's still in the first quarter. Is that updated? Let me refresh this. There's no way they're still in the first. I understand they started at the 25 mark instead of the 05, but still, that's like 40 minutes. Jeez, because Colts Titans already in the second quarter. Oh, well, that's going to be a long game. Dolphins 34, Falcons 10, Jets 39, Bengals 38, Patriots 32, Browns 13, Eagles 38, Giants 20, Bills 40, Panthers 9, Ravens 30, Bears 16, and the Texans 26, Niners 15. That is your scoreboard update. And again, that was brought to you by, yes, I have sponsors, believe it or not, Coffee Beans, Eduardo Hernandez, Sorry Cat, and Hammer. Thank you again for sponsoring the scoreboard update. You guys are legends. They can't stop a cold. They can't. Right now, I guess. Yeah, no, again, they're letting the... What's it looking like? Bo Nix, 5 for 7, 88 yards and a touchdown. Yeah, that's tough. Again, carved up by Bo Nix. Bo Nix is all right, he's okay. I just want to see more, I guess. That's where I stand with Bo Nix. I think there's just a little... I don't know. I don't know if he's the best. I have some Broncos fans, so they don't like when I say that, but yeah, I don't know. I think there's just a little to be desired there. All right, looks like we're back here in New Orleans again. It's 4th down. They're gonna have to punt it. Trying to check some stuff here on the phone real quick. All right, we're ready again. They're about to punt it. 4th and 7 from their own 16. As here is the punt. Man, good punt. Fielded at the 26. He's at the 30. Cuts it outside. Tripped up at the 33. Rashid Shaheed sharing a laugh there with Vita Vea. So again, 1:48 left to go here in the first half. Buccaneers leading 7-0 over the Saints. And the Saints, again, they'll have to get something going. As you can see, only one score by anybody here, the Buccaneers. The Saints, you have to feel like, again, they have more total yards. They just haven't been able to get the drives going. It stalls out pretty quickly after they get something going. After they get a nice play, it stalls out. So, yeah. Doc, how's it going? Getting ready to fire up that grill. I think it's time for the beer. All right, hey, have a good one, Al. Appreciate you, man. Packers and Pitts, yeah. Yeah, again, I need to really lock down on these emojis. I should have had the emojis ready. I didn't for this game, but I have them ready for tonight. Steelers-Packers. 1st and 10 at the 34. Rattler fires over the middle. It's caught at the 40, and it's brought down at the 45-yard line. Oh, they're going to say the ball came out. It's recovered by Tampa Bay. He's at the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. What in the world just happened? I thought he was down, but the ball apparently came out. That is... Now the official's going to talk it over. They may let the play stand and review it. Oh, man, that is huge. Antoine Winfield with the scoop and score. So it's a little catch here by Rashid Shaheed. Oh, and that ball is out. That ball is out. Winfield recovers and takes it the distance. Unbelievable. Another defensive touchdown. What in the world? No offense today, folks. Unless you, of course, your fantasy teams are cooked unless you have the Buccaneers defense. Because that's already 2 touchdowns, and that's going to stand. It is 13-0. Oh, unbelievable. Oh, jeez. Again, everyone's kind of standing around. They're unsure what's happening. Kellen Moore looks really lost. Not going to lie. Bucs and Saints always play ugly games. Yeah, well, we're seeing it now. Of course, this is a defensive battle. And the Buccaneers defense is winning. Because they're putting up points. Because no one else wants to. Not the Saints defense, not the Saints offense, not the Buccaneers offense. Pardon me. Just burping over here. I've yet to eat today. That's a problem. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a horrible thing to happen. Okay, so there's no touchdown because they're saying a whistle was blown after they recovered. How is there a whistle that was blown? Oh, that is absolutely horrible. So again, they're gonna take away the touchdown because a whistle was blown and Winfield wasn't even down. There was not even close. That is one of the worst officiating mistakes I've seen. This could be costly if Buccaneers don't score. Again, that was a straight up scoop and score. Don't know why there was an official blowing the whistle dead. That is horrible. Oh, man, they just took away 7 from the Buccaneers. So, again, if you're a Buccaneers fan, you got to be ticked, and I rightfully so. Of course, if you're a Saints fan, you're thanking, the Lord above. But, geez, that is horrible. That's horrible officiating. Yeah, no, it's horrible, Chris. That is terrible. The fact that they would take away. Again, Winfield, when he recovered it, there was no knee, no nothing on the ground. He just picked it up and scooped it up and went and scored. That is some of the worst officiating you'll see. There is no whistle blown. They just replayed it. There was nothing. There's no whistle that was blown. They just showed the replay. No, like they showed the game audio there. There's no whistle. That is horrible. That is horrible. So 1st and 10 here for Tampa Bay at the 47. Baker under center. Baker hands it off up the middle. This is White at the 45 and brought down at the 41. Again, they're going to have to hurry up, folks. Al doesn't like it. Orioles fan says it's terrible, bro. Officials doing the Bucs dirty. Yeah, no, Ben, I completely agree. It's horrible. I don't know about 30 points, but oh, on the defense, yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, that's horrible. Horrible by the officials. Of course, again, and I mentioned this earlier in the Dolphins-Falcons game. The NBA just went through something. The NFL better watch it. They better get these officials under control because people are asking questions. 2nd and 4 at the 41. Baker in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Baker drops back, looking, steps up, heavy pressure, trying to escape, and he cannot. As that's a sack. And again, this is looking bad for Tampa Bay. As now they're moving backwards again. That goes back to the call. What's up, Delights up? Bill, how's it going? Good to see you. The Jets won. Yeah, they did. That was crazy. You think the refs hate the Bucs this season? Well, that was pretty bad. That was pretty blatant, if true. So timeout there. I believe that was taken by New Orleans. So 57 seconds left to go. Again, you just have to feel for Tampa Bay. They just had a touchdown that was literally taken away. For no reason, apparently. So 3rd and 12. Again, we'll return to action, I'm sure, soon. They kept the coverage here, so I imagine it'd be a short timeout. Third and 12 in the shotgun. 3 receivers to right, 1 receiver to left. They need to get to the 37 for a brand new set of downs. White to his left. Baker drops back, sending 5. Baker steps up, fires. It's fumbled. Baker fumbles. It's picked up by Chase Young. He's reversing field and is brought down at the 45. Oh, my goodness. A potential 14-point swing because of that no call or that terrible call by the refs. Oh, my goodness. The Saints are going to have the ball in Tampa Bay territory at the 45 with 47 seconds left to go. Things have went from bad to worse for Tampa Bay. It was just 13-0 just a few moments ago. Again, the referees blew it dead, apparently, though there was no whistle blown on the replay. And now Baker fumbles, picked up by New Orleans, and they will have the ball at the Tampa Bay 45. Tampa Bay always look bad until they're down the third, fourth quarter. I'm so glad we have replay review. Oh, wait, we still have stupid calls. Just spend more money and take timeouts. Take time making bad calls now. What do we do about your replay review? Yep, it's terrible. 1st and 10 here at the 45. The Saints have new life, thanks, of course, to the officials. Rattler drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It's caught at the 40 and squeezes forward to the 37. That is a timeout there, I believe, by New Orleans, as they use their second timeout. Want to throw up? Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. Some of the worst. That was one of the worst calls. That's definitely the worst call of the day for sure. But we'll see. I mean, hey, again, the Saints, they got to take advantage. If you're a Saints fan here, obviously you're happy with what just happened. But the Saints have to take advantage. They've had their drive stalled quite a bit today. In fact, they have nothing. So 2nd and 2 for New Orleans as Rattler is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right, sending a man in motion. Rattler drops back, looking. Oh, and he's under pressure, and down he goes. Sack. Jacob Parrish on the sack, and the Saints will have to call a timeout. They don't have any more remaining, so they have to play the sidelines or really clock it really quickly. Well, yep. I used to live in Tampa Bay area. This is typical Tampa Bay football. Yeah, it's tough. Parrish doing a good job pressuring Rattler. who went down. So again, it's going to be 3rd and 7 coming up for New Orleans. The Saints, again, don't have any timeouts left. That was their 3rd and final timeout. Baker's on the take. This is kind of ridiculous. Right now, it's not the time for looking sus in the sporting world. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He was under duress. He's been under duress the whole game. He really has been. It's been not good. The Saints' defensive line has been pretty good. 3rd and 10 at the 45. In the shotgun is Rattler. Rattler drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, checks it down to Kamara. He's at the 40, gets the first down at the 35, and is brought down to the 30. And there's another fumble. There's a fumble. Who recovered? The Buccaneers have the ball. The officials are saying he was down. The Saints are going to clock it. Oh, and Rattler spikes it. I'd like to see the replay there on what happened. Well, hold on. They didn't show a really good angle there. I need Baker 2 passing touchdowns, Rattler 1 passing touchdown, Jordan Love 2 passing touchdowns. It could happen. I don't know if it will. Right now, though, this game looks like it's a defensive battle, so I don't know about 2 touchdowns. All right, let's see again if Kamara. I don't know where the ball is. You can't tell from that angle. That's a horrible. All right, here's the. Oh, you can't really tell. You can't really tell. That's a problem. The fact that they didn't review it, though, is pretty terrible. Again, I mean, the referees right now, it seems like they are against Tampa Bay. I'm going to call it down the middle. I have no allegiance to any team, I assure you. So, if you're a Saints fan tuning in like this guy clearly hates us. No, I really don't. I hate bad officiating. I hate bad everything. I don't like bad. 2nd and 10 here at the 30. Rattler in the shotgun. Rattler drops back, looking, fires it down the right side. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Shaheed McCollum on the coverage. They ran a play, can't challenge. Yep. Saints fans are pretty upset. They wanted the PI call. McCollum is turning around for the ball. It is really good coverage. Rattler wanted the flag. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. They're going to go ahead and bring out the field goal unit. This is a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. The kick is up. The kick is good. And that is your first half. A wild, wacky first half. Buccaneers 7, Saints 3. And wow, what a half that was. Again, a lot of stuff happening in the Buccaneers. They drove the distance of the field. They got to the 1. They were held at bay. The Saints defensive line rose to the occasion. That kept 7 off the board. And then a few plays later, Rattler throws it right to the defensive lineman who picks it off and then stiff arms Rattler into the end zone. And, of course, that was 7-0 there. And then a few moments ago, actually, apparently there's 1 second left, apparently. They put back 1 second. And then a few moments ago, there was a fumble by New Orleans. Tampa Bay picked it up and scooped and scored. It was 14-0. And then the officials claimed that there was a ghost phantom whistle blown, which they ran the replay here on Fox, and there was no whistle blown at all. Winfield wasn't even down. He picked it up straight up off the turf. There was no knee down, no nothing. So the officials, again, just horrible. And of course, the Saints, the Buccaneers had it again. They fumbled it. Baker fumbled it. And then the Saints, of course, drive it here. And then they fumbled it, but then there's no replay there. It's been a weird stuff here. It's I don't like it. The officials have kind of ruined this game already for me. It is what it is. Maybe we can get a better second half here. But again, in a world where we're seeing people arrested now for gambling and all this stuff, the NFL, like I said earlier, they better fix it. They better fix the officiating because people are going to think about it. If you go in the end zone, he's at the 10, the 15, the 20. He's at the 25, and now he's going to be dropped at the 26-yard line. And that will do it for the end of the first half. So 7-3 is your score. Tampa Bay, of course, leading in this one. Doctor, different sport, but same crap. What? is with the strike zone with the first 2 games. Oh, I've been watching, Bill. I've been watching. I don't know. Again, I don't like robo-umps. That is, I know it's kind of like a little controversial or a little different than what I'm just saying here. But I like I like umps. I don't like robo-umps. I think it would ruin the game personally. But yeah, no, again, the referees here, though, are pretty bad. Again, I don't want like AI or anything like that calling the games here. So I'm going to charge my headset here because headset's about to die. I don't know. I just want officials to be held accountable. And again, with umpires, whenever umpires make a bad call, they should be held accountable. They should be held accountable. That's how I feel. So again, I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe. We got about 11 minutes till halftime is concluded. And then, of course, we'll be back. I'll stay here. Of course, halftime for the NFL much shorter than, college, which is like an hour. Almost. It feels like an hour. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I possibly can. As you can see, again, the total yards here, as we can see again, that usually happens. Again, the bots are here. That usually means I'm in the top certain percentage. So, again, appreciate you guys for letting me call this game for you. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. If you're a football fan, you're subscribing to the channel. If you're not a football fan, and you think you are, and you don't subscribe, well, I guess you're not a football fan. I mean, I really hate to tell you, but real football fans are subscribed to the channel because that's what I do. I call games. I bump into the mics, and I call games. All right, again, let's see here. Stats here for the first half. Baker, 6 for 9, 50 yards, and nothing doing, I guess, in the end zone. Because, again, only a defensive touchdown has been scored today. Rashad White, 11 carries, 30 yards. Sean Tucker, 5 for 29. Tampa Bay receiving Ibuka, 1 for 24. White, 1 for 9. Shepard, 1 for 8. Auten, 2 for 8. And Johnson, 1 for 1. For New Orleans, Rattler, 14 for 18, 126 and a pick. Rushing, Kamara, 3 for 12. Rattler, 2 for 9. Hill, 1 for 3. And Olave, 1 for -3. Receiving for New Orleans, Olave, 3 for 33. Shaheed, 3 for 30. Kamara, 2 for 24. Johnson, 2 for 18. Neal, 3 for 11. Vele, 1 for 10. And Moreau was targeted. That's pretty much it. Whiskey time. All right, you enjoy. They are all over the place. I don't want it robo-umps, but I want competent and consistent. Oh, yeah, 100%. Like I said, like I just want like bad calls. If there's a bad call, that official needs to be held responsible. That's all I want. I think that's what everyone wants. But again, I don't mind the bad calls because again, it's one of the few times where everyone, I think, unites for a moment. I think that's really neat. And I know it's a kind of a lame reason, but I like that. I like it when we all kind of unite for a few moments there. It's always good. In a world where everyone has differences. You're gonna be exhausted when this game's over. I'm gonna be exhausted. Jeez. Again, it's my second game. About to be 3 after again this one. The Steelers and Packers. Really looking forward to that one. If you think going to robot or replay review is going to fix officiating, I believe you're not thinking. I mean, yeah, I just don't think it would fix it either. To be honest with you, I don't like it for many other reasons. But yeah, the bots are all crazy. But yeah, I'm just against that stuff. But again, I'd like to see these leagues hold their officials and the umpires accountable. Like, hey, you're suspended for a game without pay. And of course, also on the flip side of that, we also got to make sure that the officials and the umpires are paid very well to where this outside influence is not even a debate. Like, hey, you're compensated extremely well. So any sniff of that, you're fired. Literally, you're fired. But yeah, no, that's what they should do. You got to, like, again, make sure they're compensated well, and but they are also taken care of though when they mess up. So, and put them on blast too on social media. Like, yeah, no, this guy blew the call, cost team a game. He's suspended. And again, like, you pay him high, but the repercussions are going to be also very high. All right, so let's see what's happening across the NFL. The Broncos leading 14-3 over the Cowboys. 8:09 left to go here in the second quarter. Colts leading 17-7 over the Titans. Titans Trying to make something of it. Right now, nothing doing. Dolphins 34, Falcons 10. I covered that one earlier today. So, again, yeah, NFC South day, apparently for me on the channel. Jets 39, Bengals 38, Patriots 32, Browns 13, Eagles 38, Giants 20, Bills 40, Panthers 9, Ravens 30, Bears 16, the Texans 26, the Niners 15. Of course, on Thursday night, covered that one as well. Chargers 37, Vikings 10. So, exactly, this is widespread in every sport. Yeah, no, 100%. No, every sport, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. They need to get it together. It just ruins it, when you see that stuff. You feel like it's against you and all that, and so then it is what it is. Yep, umps, officials, cops, teachers should have high expectations along with their high pay. It's the only way. Exactly, 100%. When you're, I know it's kind of weird, I was about to say like important positions because, refereeing in sports games, is it important? No, but there is a lot on the line when it comes, it's $1 billion industry. So, they have to be compensated well and, of course, held to very high standards. But yes, no, I mean, teachers, again, they should be, and cops as well, should be paid high. But again, when there's an issue, when those guys mess up, there should be a punishment that is very high up there because, again, they're getting paid a lot. Well, of course, again, teachers aren't really paid a lot. So obviously you hear about all the nonsense teachers can do. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll do, I don't know, because obviously I love sports. But, I don't know if I do a channel where I just talk about everyday life things, maybe later down the road. Today's age, there's so many ways to gamble and change the outcome of a game. Yep, there is. And again, I don't like the fact that the NFL and all these sports leagues are, you can say it's not a problem, but it's not a good look, is that when these sports leagues openly partner with and promote, FanDuel and all this stuff, and you guys do whatever you want with your money. I'm not going to, man, Steve here, he's been a long time viewer, very thankful for him. I'm very happy when he does well. I personally don't gamble. Again, you do what you want, but I'm just saying it is not a good look when these leagues are literally openly partnering with gambling. And when you're partnering with FanDuel, when you're promoting it, like ESPN, of course, again, remember that thing? I don't know if you guys may have seen it, but it was like Mike and Mike, well, not Mike and Mike, whatever his stupid show is now. Get Up. They were talking about the NBA thing, and they're like, oh, yeah, it's horrible. We don't condone that here. And they literally, on the bottom screen, you see ESPN Bet. And then it's like, oh, they take it away halfway through his little monologue. It's like, come on. No awareness. Like I'm telling you, it's not good. It's not a good look. Not a good look. They should not be partnered with them. It really does ruin it. And again, because they signed the deal, I forget, it was a FanDuel or whatnot, in the NFL in 2018. I'm telling you, since 2020, really is when I really recall this happening, there's been so many close games, so many games that are just right on the line of what that spread is. It used to not be that way. But now there's never been many closer games. Everything's one score now. Of course, now you're seeing across the NFL last few weeks, it's been blowouts. I don't know if it's because, people are trying to think about that or whatnot, but it is pretty ridiculous. Sports is so intertwined in everyday life, it's not even funny to think about it for a second. Yeah, I love sports. Again, all I think about is sports. Watching someone getting ejected from a game is baseball. Oh, 100%. Love it, man. Like, yeah, that's where the robo-umps, if they came in, everything's perfect, then there's not going to be any arguing, and that will lead to less ejections. I don't really know how you get ejected if there's robo-umps all the time. Phillips, Bees, Rhymes, the old jail Blazers. Oh, I don't know. I don't remember all that. If you're talking about the Trailblazers, yeah, I don't know much about the NBA. Again, I used to watch a little bit of the NBA, but not much anymore. I thought Chauncey Billups played on the Pistons. I could be wrong. Who scored for the Cowboys? That's a good question. Let's check it out. Looks like, well, we can't check there. Javonte Williams. Yeah, he's had a good year too. Javonte Williams. So it's 14-10 in that one. Looks like it's going to be a good game that the defense can, learn how to play for the Cowboys. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out for halftime. This is awesome. Feel free again to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many people as possible. Got about 2 minutes left till halftime. So what I'll do is I'll let that charge, and I'll use the lesser quality mic. So that's what I'll do. I mean, I could, in theory, call the game without any crowd noise or whatnot, but I like listening to it. It gets me more involved in the game whenever there's, a big play. I think announcers kind of, they like that too. They like feeling the energy of the crowd. It gets them better. I don't know. That's just my guess. Like, actually, whenever I go, because I call games, I'm sure most of you guys don't know. If you're not subbed to the channel, you won't know this. But I actually call games for the local high school. And yeah, whenever I'm actually calling a game, I actually leave the ears because I want to listen to the crowd. I want to listen to how everything's going. I want to feel everything that's about it. Obviously, I do it here. Obviously, no reason to do it. But I don't know. It's kind of natural now at this point. I just like having the open ear. Phillips played for the Charlotte Hornets. Oh, okay. I wasn't too sure. I thought he played for the Pistons, but that's my bad. They got rid of those SEC refs after the Auburn. Yes, I saw that. Exactly. Again, like just a boneheaded, that's what they need to do. Good stuff on the SEC. Need to get rid of the refs that literally are blatantly costing teams the game with bad calls. Horrible. You mess up, you're penalized for it. That's how it should be. Knowing my luck, you'll go to the ACC and ref Pittsburgh games. So, but yes, folks, appreciate you guys hanging out for halftime. Make sure, again, if you do like what you're listening to, folks, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Would be really cool to see you subscribe to the channel and see you next week or whenever you guys want to check in. Again, I'm on here 6 days a week. Trying to cover as much as I can. I'll try to do what I can as far as, calling games. Jersey men's game is going nowhere. 7-3. No, it's not. It's not a bad game, honestly. You got the exciting, again, really good defense, I would say. Of course, we've already had some controversy, Jersey. So no, we got some controversy here. It's actually a pretty good game for 7-3. Definitely not your typical 7-3 game. Let's just say that. What's going on with Cam Ward, DrDelay? Are you watching the Colts game? No, I'm doing Buccaneers Saints. I'm hoping Cam Ward can figure it out, but I don't know. I mean, again, it's still his first year. That was fun. Yeah, no, it's still fun. I mean, I still got 2 more games at least. Might cover another team for the playoffs because the team I normally cover, they're probably not going to go. They need a lot of help. Lost a heartbreaker. They were up 46-28 going into halftime, but their running back got hurt. He'd been the reason why they've been scoring, and then we lost 52-58, man. We just couldn't get anything going after he was out. Man, that was such a heartbreaker for those kids. They needed that one to win and have a good shot at making the playoffs. That was a trap prop. I knew Cam Ward ain't going over 200. Oh, well. That's a tough one. College refs should not be calling games in their own conference. Agreed. 100% agree. All right, looks like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will get the ball to receive to start the second half. We're just getting ready for the kickoff. There it is. The camera is not moving, though. The guy already kicked it. He's somewhere. He's at the 20. He's at the 25 and stumbles to the 27-yard line. Terrible camera work by Fox. Good stuff by Fox there to let us know what's happening. Man. Hate those stupid bots. Cam Ward career averages, including 357 in 2021. Yeah, well, it was a little different than college, but yeah. All right, 1st and 10 here for Tampa Bay as they'll have the ball at the 27. Mayfield is under center. Trips left, 1 receiver to the right. Mayfield sending a man in motion. That is Ekbuka. Mayfield, play action, moving to his left. Fires, it is caught at the 45, immediately tackled, but he will have the first down. That is Tez Johnson. He's been, again, emerging as a bigger player. due to the injuries of Evans and Godwin. You know, the average is 357, 248, 311, and 334. Yeah, again, it's just going to be tough. The bots, yeah. That's what folks have to do with games. Got to get over it. Yep, no, I totally get it, Steve. Yeah, there's going to be more bad ones coming up soon, I'm sure. You need some mods. Yeah, they'll be here every now and then. They're here every now and then. 1st and 10 here at the 43. Hands it off up the middle to White. White bouncing around and is bounced around at the 45-yard line before he's brought down after a gain of 2. Shaun White, 12 carries, 33 yards for him. Again, he's mostly known as a receiving back. You might think he stinks. No, he's really good. He's actually a very great running back. He's just more of a receiving back. That's really his strong suit. That's per day. It's probably, per game, probably jersey. Pistons, correct? Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he played. I guess he played with other teams as well. 2nd and 8, ball at the 45. Mayfield in the pistol, sending a man in motion. Mayfield drops back, is going to swing it out to White. White cuts inside at the 45. He's at the 50, the 45, the 40, brought down at the 37 again. I hate to say I'm always right, but White again in the receiving game when he gets an open space. Again, he made 2 guys miss there. I mean, he is so good in the open space. That's what he does. So it's going to be a brand new set of downs for the Buccaneers as they're going to be at the 37 now. So again, looking to try to make this a 2-score game. I'm sure they'll be happy with the field goal based on, how they haven't scored any offensive points at all. Again, the 7 was due to the defense. So Mayfield under center, sending a man in motion. Mayfield, play action. Steps up, moving to his right. Mayfield fires over the middle. It is caught at the 25. He took a shot, but Johnson able to hold on. That's some old classic football there. The defender getting there right as the ball got there. Johnson able to hold on and pick up the first down. Gain of 12 for Johnson. He's at 29 yards on the day. Should have took Baker Mayfield for 2. I mean, again, we'll see. I guess you made it on YouTube. You're getting spammers. Yeah, when I hit the spammers, that means I'm in a certain percentage right now for the specific game. Yeah, it's really annoying. Mayfield hands it off up the middle to Tucker. Tucker leaning forward, but unable to get much as he gets to the 3. He played for the Pistons. Oh, yeah, that's what. Yeah, the bots are stupid, man. They're so annoying. I could change it to subscribers only mode, but I don't know. I don't want to force people to subscribe. I mean, I obviously want you guys, if you're listening in, to subscribe. But if you feel like just chatting down below, I don't feel like, I don't want you to subscribe against your will, I want to earn it. 2nd and 7, ball at the 22. In the shotgun is Mayfield. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion, that is Johnson. Mayfield drops back, heavy pressure, steps up, fires. It is caught at the 15. He's at the 10, the 5, leading forward. Oh, the ball came out. They're going to say it's a touchdown anyway. It was recovered by the Buccaneers. Touchdown, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as they take the lead for the moment. Again, we'll see what the call on the field actually is. Again, these officials, I don't know what to believe, to be honest with you. But right now it's 13-3. On getting hit at the 5, extending forward. Wow. Oh, I think he's going to be kind of short. I think he's going to be short. So the fumble's not going to happen because that happened after he was down. I like how they're showing angles that you really can't tell. That's really the funny part. Mayfield is scrappy. Yeah, he is. That's another thing. More success, he's more. Yeah. Exactly, Steve. That is true. I don't think I would mind the ad revenue, though. That's kind of what I'm eyeing, really, on YouTube. The ad revenue, which, for this game, based on the people in the chat, $12. That's how much I'd probably get. So, yeah, they're going to mark him down at the 1, but hey, I'll take it, though. That's $12 more than I would have made not doing nothing today. So, yes, he's at the 1. So, it's going to be first and goal at the 1. Again, the Buccaneers were in this situation not too long ago, and the Saints held strong. So, we'll see if they can do it again. Everybody has a disposable income. No, don't worry about that again. Totally don't worry about the member thing. First and goal at the 1. Mayfield fires to the end zone. It is almost intercepted. Oh, they went with the goal line fade. That never works. I don't know who it really only works with Megatron. That was literally the only guy, and then literally he convinced the entire generation of play callers that, hey, you know what, Megatron can do it. Maybe Tez Johnson and Sterling Shepard can do it. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Won a championship with the Pistons. Yeah. You're killing me. I'm sorry. Only YouTuber I pay for is Mr. Beast. He hasn't even called me in a year. Oh, I'm sorry. I wonder why. Mr. Beast hands it off up the middle. And he's extending, and he's not going to get there. Yeah, I'm actually not a fan of Mr. Beast myself. But, yeah. But I got you. That's fair. Again, Tucker was marked short, so it's going to be third and goal. Again, we could see another situation where the Saints rise to the occasion. Again, they did this already. 4 straight, goal line to go at the 1. They held them earlier. So third and goal at the 1. You got the catch at the 1. That was Otten. Otten got down to the 1. Third and goal. Mayfield under center. Mayfield looking. Fires to the end zone. Almost intercepted again. Oh, and the Saints. Oh, they may do it again, folks. Jeez, pass intended for Egbuka. Run the ball. Evans is amazing at the fade. Yeah, he's not in, though. Jersey saying all lies, lies. Kadon, please, anytime. We'll see. Fourth and goal at the 1. Mayfield under center. They're going forward. Mayfield hands it off to Tucker up the middle, extending, and I think he got in. Touchdown, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They finally break through. They finally break through. That was the 8th play from the 1, and they finally get through. Of course, again, they were shut down earlier. But this time they get through. Tucker with a 1-yard rushing touchdown, putting the Buccaneers up 13-3. 1 yard away from 750. I'm very sorry, Austin. That is tough. Wow, indeed, Steve. Just run the ball. I know, it was tough. But the Buccaneers have finally punched it in with 10:08 left to go here in the third quarter. They're just pending the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. And the Buccaneers now lead 14-3. Their first offensive touchdown of the day. Oh, man, that is... Man, what a game. I never seen that 1 yard away from... I'm sorry, Austin. Holy molasses, I know, right? Good stuff. Wow, indeed. Panthers lost 9-40. That has to be the biggest defeat of all season. I have to check that out, Jersey. Yeah. Ridiculous. Who the heck is Tucker? He's the backup running back now. Sean Tucker. Yeah, he's been... That's been him and White... ever since Irving got hurt, Tucker's been featured a little bit more. But yeah, folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you like what you're listening to, folks. Again, I know I'm competing really against, from what I saw, I'm actually doing pretty well. So thank you guys so much. There's obviously a lot of the other streamers, of course, that I'm not too familiar with. But I know Chat Sports is the big dog. So thank you for letting me, I guess, compete a little bit with Chat Sports. Again, those people that ask for money every 2 minutes, you're not going to get that here on this channel. You're just going to get play-by-play with DrDelay. Again, this is what I do, folks. I call games. This is my second game of the day, if you're wondering. So I do apologize if you hear me clear my throat a lot, as it's a lot of yapping here on the channel. But yeah, again, I'll be back tonight for Sunday Night Football, Steelers and the Packers. Very excited about that one. Hopefully, you guys, if you guys have no way to watch the game or just want to hang out while we watch, I'll be covering that one, Steelers, Packers. Checking around the scores from across the NFL. Let's see here. The Broncos leading 20-10 still in the first half. Jeez, well, I guess that's normal. Yeah. Never mind. It's not that bad there. Okay, Broncos 20, Cowboys 10. Colts 17, Titans 7. Of course, final scores earlier, Dolphins, Falcons. I covered that one earlier, 34-10. Jets 39, Bengals 38, Patriots 32, Browns 13, Eagles 38, Giants 20, Bills 40, Panthers 9, Ravens 30, Bears 16, and the Texans 26, 49ers 15. That is what's been happening across the nation today. Man. All these dang bots. How's the Saints playing? The Saints, the defense has been pretty good, Ronald. I would say, though, that, Rattler, I mean, you look at the stats, you're like 14 for 18. That's not too bad, but I don't know. He's been okay at best. I really want to say that. Like, his bad is bad. His good, he's placed some decent passes today. I'd say about 2 really good throws. But outside of that, really just not much. Bouncing it at the 17, fielded at the 12. He's at the 20, at the 25, brought down at the 27. He's been okay, I would say, Ronald. Chat Sports sucks. NY, I actually don't know who that is. New. List goes on and on. Yeah. So holding on the Saints, that's going to back them up by 10 at least. So that'll back them up to the 15. Jeez, So, all right, yeah, 1st and 10 at the 15. Rattler and the offense got to get something going again. They have, of course, had a field goal at the end of the first half. There was a lot of controversy there as well. But no, they were able to take advantage and get a field goal. That's what they needed. They needed something. So 1st and 10, Rattler in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Hill in motion, and he's going to keep it. Rattler, and he's going to fight forward for a gain of 4. And there's a late flag. Oh, my goodness. If you like flags, we got flags for you today. Looks like it's going to be against the Saints. I need water, apparently. All right, holding on the offense. Yep. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. So I guess it was from the 19. So that'll back him up to the 9. Yeah, there's the hold. So, yeah, 1st and 16 coming up for the Saints. Ticking under 10 minutes to go, by the way, in this one. Best ones are the illegal ones. Is that how it always goes? I actually don't recall. Oh, the illegal streams? Oh, yeah, if that's what you're referring to. 1st and 16 at the 9. In the shotgun is Rattler. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Rattler drops back, looking. Fires down the left side. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Olave. Just about 5 yards over his head. And that'll make it 2nd and 16 coming up for the Saints. There are others that are awesome in the chat. Actually becomes a family. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got some. There's some great ones for sure. Again, I like Official Jaguar Gator. He's kind of the inspiration of the channel. He's great. Rising Rhino, who I'm somewhat, affiliated with. Same thing with Play-by-Play JJ. Somewhat affiliated with those guys. Pure Adrenaline Sports. 2nd and 16 at the 9. There's Ghost Strohs. There's Orioles Birdwatcher. You got some good ones. Another flag, by the way. It's going to be a delay of game. Oh, that's a tough one. Kellen Moore just looking in disbelief. He can't believe it. Kellen Moore doesn't look like he's happy. I mean, he got a lot of criticism for leaving Philly to go to New Orleans. Yeah, I don't know how you guys feel about that as a Saints fan, but The Saints, to me, look like the same as last year. 2nd and 20 at the 5. In the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Rattler drops back, looking over the middle. Steps up. Moving to his left, fires. It is caught at the 16 by Olave. Of course, immediately touchdown. Nice throw, really, by Rattler. And a good catch by Olave. Makes it 3rd and 10 coming up for the Saints. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. Hey, it's the best. High quality H2O for sure. Orioles cool. Just don't talk about sports betting in his channels. He doesn't like it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people that are against it. Me, again, I'm not exactly for it. If you guys want to talk about your bets, dude, that's fine. Go ahead. 3rd and 10. Rattler drops back, looking, steps up, and he's going to take off and run. He's at the 20 and brought down at the 22-yard line. There's another flag. My issue with sports betting is like people get so mad about it. Like, dude, I get it. You know, and you start trashing this player. Oh, this guy didn't hit like 200 yards. Like, you know what? Any given day, you never know what can happen. And obviously, there's the rigging and stuff like that. I get it. I get where you're coming from. I am one that kind of thinks that way myself, but it doesn't need to come out every sentence, I guess. That's kind of where I'm coming from. So that is a holding call. That's going to back up the Saints by 10 yards. Come on, Saints. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ronald. You don't care as much, DrDelay, but others really don't like it. Yeah, I don't. I get it. And it just depends, you know. Like if you just are constantly negative, trash talking, rigging, blah, 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 blah. Like at that point, then it's annoying, you know. But I get it. Everyone can be mad. It's just like, I don't know, you don't have to repeat yourself over and over again how that player stinks and how you didn't win. Like, okay, we get it. You lost. 3rd and 17. Rattler drops back, looking, fires down the right side, and it is incomplete. Pass intended for Vele, the former Bronco, and that's going to be a punt, or it's going to be 4th and 17. They're going to have to punt. Who's everyone's team, and where are you from? Bucks, South Dakota. I am Steelers from Pennsylvania, living in Texas. Max Valhalla, JJ Sports, NFE to Ace. The list goes on. Yeah, they had some good ones. I'm not familiar with. Who's NFE? NFE. I don't know those guys. Ace and all them. Yeah, I get that. Well, I have good days and bad days. That's just betting. Yeah, 100%. Completely, yeah. That's how it is. As there is the punt. That is fielded at the 38. Cuts inside at the 40s, at the 45. Oh, what a tackle in the open field. Who was that? I'd like to give him a shout out. Great tackle. That was... I don't know if it's Stybird or Stallbird. Good tackle. I like good tackles. Try to shout out the special teamers with great tackles. I don't know. I like that stuff. Seahawks, but Arizona. Okay. Broncos looking legit. Vikings, unfortunately, from Iowa. Unfortunately from Iowa. What's wrong with Iowa? The cringiest sports bettors on YouTube are the ones who lie and say they won 5K. You aren't. Yeah, I know, right? That's actually a lot of people like, hey, man, I won 10K. I'm like, okay, well, you weren't watching the game. Interesting. Bucks, Miami, Florida. And there's a bunch of people lie about winning. Yeah, I bet. Packers, and I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Steelers in Pittsburgh. But baby, but I want to move to Texas. Okay, yeah, Texas is fine. Just don't move where I am. It was one of the poorest parts of the state. There's no jobs here. Giants fan, Yankees fan, Knicks fan, and Rangers fan. Okay. Saints fan from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Okay, cool. I would say your neighbors, but I'm like literally on the farthest part of, from New Mexico in Texas. The Vikings. Oh, the Vikings are the unfortunate part. So it's not about pro sports betting or con. Rather, it's about being anti-corruption and being intolerant of deceit. I bet every day and I hate cheaters. Yep. No, again, I think we all just want a fair shake. And I think that's why people get upset about it. But again, I wouldn't rant on it. Like if I guess my thing is if you know it's rigged and you get upset about it when you aren't on the side of the rigging, then why are you betting? I guess that's where it is, Like if you think it's rigged and you still bet and you just won't take those odds, again, that's kind of gambling, right? But then why are you getting mad though? If you know it's rigged, why are you upset when you lose and you claim it's rigged? Well, that's just, it's the same thing. Whether it's rigged or not, you still gambled. Anyway, I don't want to, it's not really something if you guys want to talk about it, that's fine. But yeah, that's kind of where I stand on it. Anyway, the Broncos leading 27-10 over the Cowboys. Still in the second quarter, by the way. Colts and Titans are at the half, 17-7. Dolphins 34, Falcons 10. Jets 39, Bengals 38, Patriots 32, Browns 13, Eagles 38, Giants 20. Bills 40, Panthers 9, Ravens 30, Bears 16, and the Texans 26, 49ers 15. So again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you are liking what you're listening to, folks. This is what I do. I call games. And it's not just Steelers games, obviously, because the Steelers aren't playing right now. Mayfield under center as he hands it off up the middle, and he's brought down after a gain of 2. I couldn't tell you who that was. Looks like that was Josh Williams, his first carry of the day. I root for the Bucks because I lived in Clearwater, Florida, and live in Portland, Oregon now. So I root for the Mariners, Seahawks, and Blazers. Okay, cool. Nice. Looks like we might have a quarterback change. So I know Ronald, you asked about Rattler, but looks like we might see Tyler Shuck, the second-round pick, come in the game. 2nd and 8, ball at the 47. Mayfield in the shotgun, receiver to left, 2 receivers to the right as Johnson heads in motion. Mayfield, play action, fires. It is caught by Ibuka. Immediately brought down. It's going to be just shy of the first down marker. Again, that was a great catch. Mayfield throwing it well before Ibuka was even looking for it. Great reaction. I mean, I'm telling you, Ibuka is going to be a great player. You can just kind of recognize talent. He is really good. Go Hawks. Brendan Yoder loves it. Used to bet on sports, but when you had bookies, not betting on until they get... Oh, geez. She got ulcers. 3rd and 4 for the Bucks. Ball at the 49. I feel like it's a bad spot. Geez, they need to get to the 45 for a brand new set of downs. Mayfield drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires to Otten. Oh, he bounces off 3 tacklers at the 40 and brought down at the 38. He was going to be stopped short. 3 Saints just pummeled him, but he bounced right off him. And I guess the Saints were confused. They thought, hey, they brought him down, but good stuff by Otten. Just saying, I'm good. That was all you had. That's a brand new set of downs for the Bucks. If it's rig, bet on the fix or leave it alone. Stay away from saturated markets and bad reputation. That's fair. Unless they're playing any New York team. Gotcha. Lost $20 thinking Washington Generals are probably going to get the W on the Globetrotters. Oh, yeah, that's a tough one. I bet the payout would have been huge. 1st and 10 at the 38. Mayfield hands it off up the middle to Williams, and Williams is going to get a couple as he's brought down around the 35-yard line. Yeah, I mean, Keith, hey, the payout, he went for it. I respect it. I respect it. Actually going to give him 3 there, so 2nd and 7 at the 34. Mayfield, again, hasn't really done much today. 12 for 17, 131. But, hey, they're leading. That's all that matters, I guess. Mayfield under center. Williams in the backfield. Mayfield hands it off to Williams, bouncing it outside, cutting inside, extending forward, and really just gets back to the line of scrimmage. And there is a flag. This may be a holding call. Get Williams off the field. Yeah, I don't know. Interesting what Williams is doing here. Holding on the offense. That'll back him up 10. So, yeah, it was White, and then it was Tucker. They're trying to get Williams involved here. Looking at the yards per play here in the first and second halves, Tampa Bay for 2.7 in the first, 6.7 here in the second. New Orleans 4.6 in the first, 2.2 in the second. I think that's why the Saints may be looking at the quarterback change here. 2nd and 17 at the 44. Mayfield in the shotgun. Trips to the left to 1 receiver to the right. Mayfield takes the snap, looking to his left. Heavy pressure, fires over the intended receiver's head, incomplete. Pass intended for Ibuka. Again, the Saints pass rush got there, forcing the errant throw by Mayfield. Just before halftime, looks like Nix just chunked it up into the end zone, and it was a touchdown. So the Broncos again leading at the half, 27-10. The Broncos wearing the throwback uniforms, some of the best jerseys in the league. For some reason, they don't wear them, and that is just incredibly dumb. Coaches are dumb. Yes, despite how much money they make, they can be very dumb at times. 3rd and 17 for Baker and the offense. They need to get to the 28 for a brand new set of downs. They're at the 44. Baker drops back, steps up, fires at the 40. This is Ibuka trying to turn the corner, and he is tripped up. Oh, what a good tackle there by number 29 of New Orleans. Tackled by Riley. That'll make it 4th and 10 at the 37, and they are going to go ahead. I think they're going to, oh, no, they're going to kick the field goal. Wow, like number 60. Awesome. Thank you guys for your support today. That is awesome. 60 likes is a great, that is a great, so you got the football this time. I don't know why not the other time then. Maybe the hashtags are wrong on the first one. I have to look at that. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. 55-yard attempt is good. McLaughlin making it a 14-point game as it's 17-3 with 4:02 left to go in this one. 1,700. I don't think I'm close. Let me look at that. That'd be pretty cool if I was. Shoot. Yeah, I'm not close. Again, appreciate you guys. It would be great to get to 1,700 today. I don't know. That's up to you guys if you think I'm doing a good job or not. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're a football fan, folks. If you're a football fan, you're subscribing to this channel. If you're not a real football fan and think you are, well, I guess you're not subscribed because, again, you are going to subscribe to the channel if you're a real football fan. If you're not, well, then I guess you're not a real one. I mean, I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you the way it is. If you want old school classic football takes, there you go. That is just the way it is. The old Charger uniforms were the bomb in the early 80s. They were pretty good. I don't know if they were the best. So I'm thinking of Dan Fouts right now and Charlie Joyner. Yeah, I don't know. They were the uniforms are okay. They were good. I don't know if they were the best. Yes. Is it a whiteout? Whiteout in New Orleans? No. The old Jets uniforms in the early 80s, too. The old Jets. Do they have the... were they the Namath jerseys, or were they like the Ken O'Brien jerseys? They were good. I mean, the Jets currently have those, if you're thinking about that. Yeah, the Jets kind of are wearing their 80s and 90s throwbacks as their everyday uniforms now. Yeah, they were pretty good. I like both of them. I actually miss, though, the Namath type jerseys. I think the Jets should go back to it. Like, the Rex Ryan era. I like those. Those are the best. And I want the Bills to go back to the red helmets, too. I know it's kind of off topic. If you're not a football fan, you hate the Vikings and you have purple hair. Exactly. I mean, I don't like the Vikings myself. I don't hate the Vikings. Yeah, I feel like there's no reason to hate the Vikings. I guess if you're a Packers fan, there's a reason now to think about it. Packers, Bears, Lions. That's fair. Green and white when Richard Todd. Yeah. They're pretty much wearing that now, I would say. They changed it. So, yeah, it looks like we're going to see a new quarterback because Rattler does not have a helmet. So we're going to see the new quarterback, Tyler Shuck. I don't know if he's actually played this year. I know he was playing in the preseason. So we have a quarterback change in New Orleans. As there is the kickoff. Bouncing at the 15 and fielded at the 7. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and brought down around the 30-yard line. So here is Tyler Shuck. And the Saints fans are cheering, by the way. The Saints fans are going crazy. They love it. Wow. That's pretty wild. So I guess they were ready for a quarterback change in New Orleans. Jeez, I didn't realize it was that bad. I don't know. Saints fans, let me know. What was your thoughts on Rattler? First and 10 here at the 30. Shuck in the shotgun. Shuck drops back. Fires. It is caught by Hill at the 35 and brought down at the 36. So his first completion. Let me go ahead and just see if he's played before. I don't know. No, he did play against Seattle a little bit, 0 for 2. So that was his first completion in the National Football League. Look, I witnessed it. Look at that. If he turns into Hall of Famer, I can say, yeah, I saw his first completion. Probably not going to happen. Living is San Diego. The Vikings are entertainment for me. Okay, gotcha. Second and 4. Hands it off up the middle to Kamara. Kamara breaking through, but not able to get much as that's brought down at their gain of 2. Last time the Jets were worth watching was when Ryan was here. Yep. They just want to see the rookie. Yeah, I'd imagine so. See how he does. Again, he took him in the second round. Whether it's justified or not, he took him there. So there's that. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Saints. As Shuck is under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right, sending a man in motion, and there is a timeout, New Orleans. So timeout with 2:43 left to go here in the third quarter. The Buccaneers leading 17-3 over the Saints. Yeah, the Saints fans are ready to see something new. That's a guy with a Shuck jersey. That's interesting. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. And feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. The Seattle score. I think Seattle, I don't think they're playing this week. Yeah, Seattle's off. Seattle is off with the Lions, Raiders, Rams, Cardinals, and the Jaguars this week. So they are not playing. So, yeah, there is that. Again, the other games. Okay, so the Colts are now not at halftime anymore. The Colts leading 17-7 over the Titans. Again, Broncos, Cowboys still at the half. Dolphins 34, Falcons 10, Jets 39, Bengals 38, Patriots 32, Browns 13, Eagles 38, Giants 20, Bills over the Panthers 40-9, Ravens over the Bears 30-16, and the Texans over the Niners 26-15. Ken spamming the cheese. Hey, I'll see you soon, buddy. I'll see you soon, buddy. Make sure to come back tonight. Don't worry. Again, I actually think the Packers will win. Don't worry. I'm actually not biased. Don't spam the cheese. Watch the spamming. Again, I don't like to spam. I ban the bots because they spam, not because they promote, even though I don't like promoting either. Come on, Saints, got to get something going. Yeah, they do. You're good, Bill. You're good. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You know what, Ken? You know, are you really a Packers fan? Look, I mean, even I can put out Packers emotes. Where's your Packer emote, Ken? Oh, it's not here. Look at me. You can just put down cheese. I got the actual logo. Look at that. I did 5 years in Minnesota and realized why the Vikes and the Lakers are purple. Their season starts your skin goes purple. The season ends, purple weeds cover everything. I had no idea what that means, to be honest with you. Olasa Osman. No idea, but thank you for coming. I guess it went over my head, Steve. I'm sorry. All right, timeout again is concluded as the Buccaneers leading 17-3 over the Saints. Either the Packers win by 20 or the Steelers win by 20. I hope not, Chris. I hope it's a close game. 3rd and 2 in the shotgun is Hill. Hill's going to take the snap up the middle, and he is going to get the first down. First down, Saints. So, hey, you got to mix it up every now and then. Get Hill in there. I've been here since 10 a.m. Appreciate you. I've been here since 11:50 a.m. in the Central Time Zone. We love you, Aaron Rodgers. Oh, yeah. No, I want a good game, man. Good luck to you. Again, I think Packers will probably win, but I'm hopeful the Steelers can take it. 1st and 10 here at the 40. Shuck in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right, sending Kamara in motion. Shuck drops back, looking, fires. It is caught at the 50. Oh, and he fumbles the ball. It's picked up by Winfield, and the Buccaneers recover. Or wait a second. Winfield is taking him. Winfield is crossing the goal line just in case. Catch and fumble is what it's ruled down. The Buccaneers will have the ball around the 50. Shaheed catches it, diving, and Winfield the scoop. So he caught it. 1, 2. Ooh, that's close. That's really close. Oh, they're going to actually wave it off. They're saying he didn't take 2 steps. Yeah, on the replay, it doesn't look like he made the football move and took 2 steps. So I think this is the right call. You know, again, if this were 20, 30 years ago, that is obviously a fumble. But due to the 2-step rule, I think, no, he didn't get 2 feet and he didn't make a football move. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 now for New Orleans. Been too busy with baseball. I went to Seattle, Toronto the last 5 games. Hope tickets for the... Yeah, I know. It'd be good to go, I'm sure. No way. Oh, well, it's not going to be a turnover. So 2nd and 10 here for the Saints. Yes, again, that was ruled incomplete. Shuck in the shotgun. Swings it out to Shaheed. Shaheed, he's at the 40, the 45, and brought down at the 48-yard line for a gain of 8. Don't do this to me again. I'm very sorry, Chris. No, it's literally their season starts to get so cold you go purple. The wildflowers in the spring are all over, and they're purple. Oh, interesting. That's neat. All right, 3rd and 3 at the 47. Shuck drops back looking, fires. It's caught across the 50. Oh, it is ripped away by Winfield. And Winfield again going to take it to the end zone. And he is in the end zone right now with the ball. How many times has he... So they're going to say it's an interception. He ripped it away. Olave had it. Winfield said, that's actually mine. Wow, what a play by Winfield. So he doesn't go into the end zone, but of course he does have the turnover. So Winfield having himself a day. What a play by Winfield. So that's an interception. Again, that's not really on Shuck. Olave just had the ball ripped away from him. What is a football move? I know. It's terrible. Don't believe you anymore. Yeah, I'm sorry. They have the definition of what a football move. I don't know. All right, so it's going to be a Buccaneer ball. I'm sure you can believe me there, Chris. 70 more yards till Cam Ward hits 200. There we go. See if he can do it for 2 more quarters. Yeah, I think he can. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, if you like college football, MLB, this is the channel for you. Again, I already covered a game earlier, as it was the Dolphins and the Falcons. Again, I do bounce around. It's not really, it's not random. I assure you, it's just, or it is random. I mean, what I'm saying, it is random. I just kind of cover what I think might be a good game, underrated game, might be a good game. So, there you go. Looks like this scripted play. How many steals like this have we had this year? Sorry, with Cincy. Yeah, I don't know, Trisk. I said top 3 safety earlier. Yeah, no, he's pretty good. He's the best. Definitely showing it right here. Again, just ripped it away from Olave. Yeah, so Winfield has a pick. He has forced fumble recovery. He has passed, and he's been really good. So, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Next week, I don't know what I'm doing. I can tell you this. I can tell you the game I am doing for sure, 100%, is, again, Steelers-Colts as far as... Oh, and the Seattle and Washington, I am doing that one. Don't really know what's happening in the mid-window. Again, we'll see what game I elect. I'm leaning towards Jacksonville and the Raiders. Probably won't do Chiefs-Bills. Saints and Rams is a maybe. So really, again, it's really going to be between the Jaguars and the Raiders and the Saints and the Rams. I just don't know which one yet. So I can tell you, Tell you what games I'm kind of doing next week. And, of course, the Monday night and Thursday night games for sure, by the way, if you're wondering on that one as well. All these dang bots, man. Jeez, Sorry, 57-year-olds have never heard of a football move. Yeah, it's dumb. It's actually been here for about 15 years now. It's stupid. So, 1st and 10 at the 50. Mayfield is under center. Sending a man in motion, Mayfield hands it off to White up the middle, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of 2. Chiefs and the Commies. Yep, doing that one tomorrow. Chiefs, Redskins, Chiefs, Commies, Chiefs, Commanders, whatever you want to call them. Doing that one tomorrow. You believe you did? Yeah, you did. Good stuff. Congratulations on that. Yeah, the Jets are not going to be winless. I was wrong on that one. 2nd and 8 for the Buccaneers. Ball at the 48. Ticking under 1 minute in this one. Mayfield under center, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion. Mayfield, play action to nobody. Throws, and it is off the hands of Igbuka. Incomplete. Oh, I've been singing his praises all day, and he drops it. So 3rd and 8 coming up for the Buccaneers with 39 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Saints have 4 turnovers today, 3 points. So they have more turnovers than points. And again, you just wonder, what if they did hold on to the ball? You know, the game would be in much different shape, I'm sure. Third and 8, Mayfield in the shotgun. Trips the right, one receiver to left, sending a man in motion. Mayfield drops back. Steps up, moving to his right. Fires over the middle. It's caught at the 33 and brought down immediately, but he will have the first down. That is Tez Johnson. His 4th catch of the day. Gain of 14 yards. That puts him at 43 yards on the day, and that will take us to the end of the the 3rd quarter. End of the 3rd quarter here. The Buccaneers leading 17-3 over the Saints. Let's see here. So hoping for the Jets to get the number 1 pick going 0-16. Well, there's 17 games now, but I got you. I mean, they can still do it. They can still get the number 1 pick. Football move. Yeah, whatever they say it is. What is holding, and what are the defenders supposed to commit pass interference, or they just wait for reception, then tackle? No, 100%, Steve. That's what they do. You are correct. Jets just end the season. Yep. But they had a good day today. So, yes, that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Again, 17-3. Buccaneers leading over the Saints. We'll check out what's happening across the NFL right now, actually. All right, let's see. The Broncos leading 27-10 over the Cowboys. Cowboys driving at the Denver 6. The Colts lead 24-7 over the Titans. Dolphins leading 34-10 over the Falcons. Jets leading 39-38 over the Bengals. The Patriots leading 32-13 over the Browns. Eagles 38, Giants 20. Bills 40, Panthers 9. Ravens 30, Bears 16, and the Texans 26, Niners 15. Of course, on Thursday night, 37-10 Chargers over the Vikings. The San Diego Superchargers. No more, actually. Sadly. They should. Jets, that is, yeah. But yeah, again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Again, all I ask for is a chance. Hopefully, again, I was able to get you guys. Press that subscribe button. There's no money that will be charged if you hit subscribe. I know that's kind of a misleading term. But yes, you don't have to pay me nothing when you hit that subscribe button. No bill sent to you. Again, make sure, again, just hit that button before you go. And like it up for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Cowboys just have a horrible defense. Yep, they do. Doctor, a 1-point win doesn't mean you're good. It means you got lucky. I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, it's just, I'm sure, I mean, it's hard to win in the NFL, though. I'm not saying the Jets are good. Again, they're 1-7, but, it is hard to go 0-17. It really is. You'd have to be really special in order to make that happen. And then, of course, the inverse of that. 17-0 is really hard to win every week. I mean, even the Patriots, again, of the 2000s and 2010s, they didn't win every week. They were 12-4, 11-5, 13-3. They lost games. So, all right, we're back here in New Orleans. Buccaneers leading 17-3. Ball at the 34. Baker under center. Trips to the right to one receiver to the left. Baker takes the snap. Play action. Throws it deep to the end zone. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Igbokwe. Great coverage there by Taylor. Oh, wow. Yeah, he had him. Baker kind of threw it a little bit late. If he threw it a little bit earlier, he would have had it for sure. Any given Sunday, exactly. Baker wanting the flag. But no, Baker should have thrown it a little bit quicker. So 2nd and 10 here for the Buccaneers. Ball at the 34. Baker in the shotgun. Baker swings it out. It is caught by Johnson. Johnson trying to spin free but can't. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but nothing more. As it's now 3rd and 10. Third and 10 for the Buccaneers. Again, they're up by 14. A field goal makes it a 3-score game, and you could say that pretty much be it. But, I mean, maybe we see something from Shuck. I don't know. So 3rd and 10 for the Buccaneers. Ball at the 34. Baker in the shotgun. Trips left. One receiver to the right. Baker takes the snap. Moving to his right, looking to his left, fires. It is off the hands of Johnson, incomplete. Johnson couldn't quite make the catch. And that's going to be 4th down, and I imagine the Buccaneers will go ahead and kick for 3 here. When did Rattler get out? They benched him probably 2 drives ago. Stopped throwing behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah. Did he get injured? Nope. He was just benched. Flat out benched. So this is McLaughlin, who is going to attempt a 52-yard attempt from the right hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is good. Just snuck it in. Almost blocked. But able to sneak it in there. It's now 20-3. Buccaneers leading over the Saints. Cowboys touchdown, but it doesn't matter if the defense can make a stop. Oof. So 20-3 is your score. Buccaneers again leading by 17. What can Shuck do? I guess after this, we'll find out. Yeah, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe before you go. Touchdown for the Cowboys. Who caught it? Who caught what? You're talking about the Cowboys touchdown? I don't know. Again, there was a field goal here. Jeez, these dang bots. Can someone other than Jonathan Taylor score for the Colts? Yeah, I'm telling you. Jonathan Taylor is the reason that team is good. It's not because of anyone else. Javonte Williams with the 2. Yeah, he has 2 touchdowns there. How long should I exercise? Yes, I'm fat. Yep. Yeah, again, Colts leading 24-7 over the Titans in that one. Jones 16 for 22, 218, and a touchdown. Taylor 149 yards on 10 carries. Jeez, it's actually amazing. And the Steelers play the Colts next week. That'll be a tough matchup. I played high school football, basketball, and baseball. Lettered in all sports. I never heard of a football move. Oh, yeah. Well, again, that's just a new thing, you know. So, it is what it is. 100% Y. 100% Y. 100% Y. What? 100% Y. Oh, yeah. Jonathan Taylor. Yeah. I just realized I'm saying so a lot. I don't know why. I never say that a lot. Maybe I'm just looking for something else to say. And we'll pivot Back to the game here. Again, it's 20-3, Tampa Bay leading over New Orleans. Usually a game that is much closer. The Saints usually have success against the Buccaneers, but today it's been all Tampa Bay. Even with Tampa Bay not looking too great on the offensive side of things, the defense for Tampa Bay rising to the occasion. And again, Rattler has been benched as well, so there is just, I don't know, a lot of uncertainty with New Orleans. So still plenty of time left. I mean, if the Saints can score here, make it a game, I would say. Again, 14 minutes and counting as McLaughlin boots it off and fielded in the end. So he's going to take it out. It's at the 5, the 10, the 15, 20, and brought down at the 23-yard line. So here comes Shuck and the Saints. Again, they need to get something going here. It's now or never. He parlayed Taylor touchdown with 50 yards. Still not even money knew was going to win, though. Yeah. Jones has been a good game manager, but they haven't played anyone. Yep, that's how I feel about the Colts. So we'll see how they do next week against the Steelers. 1st and 10 for Shuck and the Saints. Sending a man in motion. He's in the shotgun. Shuck drops back, looking to his right, fires. It is caught at the 31 and pushed out of bounds. That was by Olave for 9 yards. That makes it 2nd and 1 coming up for the Saints. National treasure 2. Nick Cage separates from his wife because she says so after every phrase. Oh, man, look at that. I've only seen the movie once, actually. As Shuck drops back, looking, fires down the left side. It is caught. Oh, in and out of his hands. Actually, it was out of bounds anyway, as that was intended for Chris Olave. A little slow to get up. Try to make a heck of a play there, just couldn't. Denver already inside the 25. Geez, the Dallas defense is pretty bad. So 3rd and 1 for the Saints. Olave jogging out the field, looking like he's shaking up for sure. In the shotgun is Shuck. Shuck hands it off up the middle, and Kamara is going to have the first down as he's brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a brand new set of downs for New Orleans. So the Saints, again, just trying to get something. So 1st and 10 at the 36. Shuck in the shotgun. Drops back, looking, and it's batted away. Incomplete. McCollum there on the play. Good stuff by McCollum. Knocking away, diving. Got a hand in there. Pass intended for Vele. Let's go Saints just because, yeah, it would be nice to get the Saints going here. Never averaging 9 yards per run. Jeez. Dallas special teams didn't help either, I bet. 2nd and 10 for Shuck and the Saints. The Shuck Saints. The Saints. Yeah, anyway. In the shotgun. Shuck steps up. Heavy pressure moving. And he's going to take off and slide after just a yard. So a gain of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 9. As again, the Saints are just, I don't know, it seems like they're just kind of getting ready for this one to end. Dallas only wins because of zebras. Back in the day, I would say. Maybe not anymore. The NFL has abandoned them for sure. They're just not good. 3rd and 9, Shuck in the shotgun. Trips to the right, one receiver to left, sending Shaheed in motion. Shuck drops back, looking over to his right, fires. It's caught by Shaheed at the 43 and is brought down at the 44. That's going to be short of the line to gain as it makes it 4th and 2. Will Denver lose in epic fashion like the Giants? Yeah, that would be pretty interesting. Would be funny. It would be. All right, 4th and 2. The Saints are going for it. They need 2 yards. They're at the 44. They need to get to the 46. Shuck drops back, looking, steps up, fires. It's Dropped by Johnson, incomplete. And that is a turnover on downs for the Saints as things go from bad to worse. And the Buccaneers will take over with 11:44 left to go in Saints territory. So, man, yeah, both games I chose today have been blowouts. Now, this happened last week, and the final game ended up being pretty good. So that is hopefully what we're hoping for tonight. Steelers, Packers. Broncos, Cowboys score. Give me a sec here. What just happened? Did I mess something up? Oh, dang it. I messed something up on that end. It is 30-17. Oh, my gosh. These bots are the worst. Literally. 30-17. Jets Dallas game release here. 300 plus in penalties. Geez, folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you like what you're listening to, folks. This is what I do. I call games. Did I really just... Man, what did I do over here? I messed up. I messed up bad. Oh, man. I hope I didn't mess this up. Well, after the stream, I'm going to have some work to do. Jeez, dang it. What the heck was that? I mean, you guys can't see anything on your end, so that's good. But, jeez, I accidentally clicked something. Oh, well. Oh, that's annoying. But, yeah, so the Buccaneers going to have the ball at the New Orleans 44. Again, it's been all Tampa Bay in this one. And again, it's not like Tampa Bay's playing great. It's just the Saints aren't playing good at all. I mean, again, you look at the yards, it's pretty much right down the middle. I mean, 198 to 179. I mean, that's just, yeah, I don't understand. This is ridiculous. Dallas actually held them to a field goal. There we go. Can I change this? Scale to window. I don't know. I can't. I messed up, man. What the heck? Technical difficulties over here. It is what it is. All right, we're back here in New Orleans. Again, it's 20-3. It's just, again, it's not looking good if you're a Saints fan, as the Saints are representing their record well. 1-6. As Mayfield is under center. Receiver to the left, receiver to the right. Mayfield trying to draw him off sides. Sending a man in motion. Hands it off to Tucker, bouncing it outside. He's at the 40 and pushed out of bounds around the 36-yard line. Nice gain by Tucker. Jones going to Indy, gave him a running game and an offensive line. Look what he's doing. Yeah, he's doing all right, but I don't know. I mean, the Colts have had a Swiss cheese schedule. I mean, that's my reaction to that. So we'll see what they do. I mean, do you really think they would beat the Bills? Do you think they would beat the Chiefs? Do you think they would beat the top-end teams is my question. I would say no. 2nd and 3, ball at the 42. Mayfield in the shotgun. Mayfield hands it off to Tucker. Trying to bounce it outside. Cuts inside and gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Saints are all over him. So nothing doing there. 3rd and 3 coming up for the Buccaneers. Showing a highlight here. The Colts up 24-7. Jones back to pass. Moving to his right. Fires over the middle. It's caught. And that is a touchdown. Josh Downs. And the Colts lead 31-7. Over the Titans. Turnover fest, Tez Johnson touchdown, please. We'll see, Sam. We'll see. Again, I don't know if the Buccaneers will be passing it too much. Again, they just want to kind of chill and kill the clock here. Mayfield in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hands it off to Tucker up the middle, and he is denied. As he maybe gets a yard, but nothing more. Steelers, how's it going, Ryan? Oh, yeah, Steelers for life. Be covering the game tonight for sure. Again, I cover every Steelers game on here for sure. Bills probably the Chiefs is a crapshoot. I mean, yeah, I know the Chiefs aren't as good, but again, they crushed the Chargers on the road. I get that, but what are the Chargers? I mean, who have the Chargers beaten? The Chargers, again, are a team that's always anointed as a great team, but in reality, they always fall short every year. So that's just me. I mean, obviously, it's like, well, you can't beat everybody. You just beat who's in front of you. Yeah, I totally get it. And I think if the Bills were in front of them, they would get demolished. As the three-pointer is up, it is good. 54-yard attempt, 23-3 is your score with 9:26 to go here in this one. Again, I'm still frustrated with this dang thing. Something happened on my end. It is really bothering me. Oh, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Again, I appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I remember the 2017 call AFC Championship round. Which one was that? 2017 AFC Championship. That would have been Jaguars Patriots. I mean, are you talking about the? If you're talking about the Steelers Patriots game, that was in the regular season. Yeah, that was garbage. That was garbage. Jesse James that was pretty bad. But yeah, that was pretty bad. For sure. Again, feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. Again, right now I'm kind of eyeing this technical difficulty over here. I don't know why in the world it did this to me. It's so dumb. But it is what it is. I think I might see the problem now. Yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah. We're back in business, folks. Look at me go. Can you guys see what I'm talking about? No. But that's okay. Now I just blew up the chat on my end. That's actually insane. All right, let's see what we have here. Oh, Chiefs, Taylor. Yeah, Bills got blasted by the Falcons. The Pats back to games. Bills need soft. I agree. The Bills aren't that great, but I mean, are you really picking the Colts against the Bills? That is my argument. Gun to the head. If you had to pick who's going to win that game, Josh Allen or Daniel Jones, you're picking Josh Allen. Gun to the head. I'm just saying, are you really picking Daniel Jones? Chiefs going to their next 8 games at minimum. I hate the Chiefs. You're welcome. My Bucs defense. Oh yeah, thank you. I mean, I don't like Tom Brady, but thank you, Chris. I'm honestly missing the Patriots when they were dice. No. I miss hating a team. Oh, he was hating a team. That's fair. I do not miss the Patriots because they pretty much exist in Kansas City right now. I don't know what we're wrong. I'm glad you fixed it. Yeah, me too. All right, 23-3 here. Again, 9:26 left to go. Here in this one, it is all Tampa Bay. All Tampa Bay in this one. As McLaughlin boots it away. It's fielded at the 6. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and he's at the 30. Pushed out of bounds at the 33-yard line. No, you're going with Jones. He ain't no joke. I mean, that's fine. I just think, again, I think if the pressure is actually there, it wouldn't happen. You're picking Allen. I'm picking the team. Well, I don't know. Again, quarterback. It's a very quarterback league, so that's why I think in a game like that, I think you'll see the best quarterback rise to the occasion. 1st and 10. New Orleans in the shotgun. Shuck. Sending a man in motion. Shuck hands it off to Kamara. Kamara inside. He's at the 35. Brought down at the 36. Kamara with a gain of 3. As again, we're just at 9:10 left to go here in this one. The Saints just trying to play for pride at this point. Trying to get no injuries, I'd imagine, as well. So I expect to see them kind of just play it safe, conservative. Shuck drops back looking, fires. It is caught at the 40. Immediately brought down after a gain of 3. That was Brandon Cooks. That's an old name right there. Jeez, Brandon Cooks. 3rd and 3 for the Saints. They need to get to the 43 for a brand new set it down. Shuck drops back, looking, fires. It is caught at the 46, brought down immediately, but of course he'll have the first down. That was Juwan Johnson with the catch. The Chiefs-Bucks Super Bowl was the Bucks' second greatest game ever, the first of 02 and 03. Yeah, the Buccaneers, apparently, they like blowing teams out in the Super Bowl whenever they get there. So there's an injured Buccaneer. So hopefully he's okay. I didn't quite see who that was. Why does Fox keep Smoltz calling games when he's so biased to Toronto? I thought announcers are supposed to be unbiased and just call the game as they not see it. They are supposed to, but unfortunately I don't know. I think you're kind of seeing the change in everything, not just in sports, but just everyone has to have an opinion on things. Of course, you saw it a lot earlier. Of course, there was John Madden with Brett Favre. He loved Brett Favre. Now, of course, you see it with Chris Collinsworth, Patrick Mahomes. Oh, that guy. Oh, Rattler reminds me a little bit of Patrick Mahomes. You kind of see it everywhere. Everyone has an opinion on anything. Of course, Tony Romo loves Josh Allen as well. As it's 1st and 10 at the 45, Shuck in the shotgun. Shuck drops back, looking, fires. It's caught at the 44. He's at the 40, brought down at the 37. That is Chris Olave on the catch and run. Taking under 8 minutes here. But yeah, I don't know. I agree. That's just the way it is now, unfortunately. Everyone has an opinion, even broadcasters. Really, the play-by-play guy usually doesn't, but it's the color commentator. He just always seems to bring up something. As Shuck drops back, looking, fires. It is caught. What a catch! What a catch by Juwan Johnson. Throw was not the best there, but Johnson made it look easy, as that is a brand new set of downs for the Saints. You're in Tampa. Next time you do Chiefs game, you should do that impressive the whole game. Yeah, maybe whenever I call a game, I'll do it normally, and then I'll just cut to Chris. That's actually an interesting idea. That might give me something. I think that would keep people here. For sure. 1st and 10. Shuck in the shotgun. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Shuck drops back. Heavy pressure, fires down the right side. He's got a guy, and he overthrows him. Incomplete. Shaheed was open. Again, Shuck was under pressure. I think, personally, Brady broke the system. Broke the system? What system? What do you mean by that? So, 2nd and 10 here for New Orleans. In the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Sending Vele in motion. So it's trips to the left, 1 receiver. Now it's Olave moving, and now they're going to have to call a timeout. What in the world? Everyone was moving left and right, and they forgot to snap it off. So luckily, there's a timeout there. So 6:46 left to go here in New Orleans. It's 23-3, Tampa Bay leading. Brady's not a top 10 quarterback. That's I gotta disagree. As a guy that was, I always felt that way. Brady's not the GOAT. I like Peyton Manning back in the day. Peyton Manning to me was the best quarterback. But no, I got to give credit where credit is due. He did, of course, again, he wouldn't always, wasn't the best passer. But, he game managed very well. He made the defense better whenever he was there because he knew how to manage the game. And I think that is an art. For sure, and I think he gets my credit. I still hate the guy as a player. Anyways, he checks it down to Olave. Olave is ripped down at the 31-yard line after a gain of 3. But Brady actually really good. I don't know. I actually like what he thinks on football. He says the NFL today is, it's softer. It's all about offense. I just wish he would have spoken up while he was a player a little bit more. But anyway, 3rd and 7. Shuck fires over the middle. It's caught at the 25 and squirts forward to the 23-yard line. That is a brand new set of downs for the Saints. Ashley loves the Go Bucks. Yes, the Bucks are looking good. They're going to cruise to a win here, barring a catastrophe, as they lead 23-3 with 6 minutes and counting. Shuck in the shotgun, drops back, looking to his right, batted at the line, and it's incomplete. Vita Vea getting a hand on it. Never won a Super Bowl without a top 5 defense. No, I totally get it. I totally get it. But again, I feel like, he did manage the game where he helped out the defense. He really did. When I look at it, when I look back, he managed the game very well, and he helped out the defense a lot with the way he would do it. Again, the Buccaneers had a great defense that one year. Then all of a sudden, he leaves, and the Buccaneers had the same people pretty much, and they are an average defense at best. As Shuck, play action, steps up, and down he goes. Sack, but there's a flag. Time flies, yep. Just put on the Saints chat sports stream. The guy has zero personality. Al, AI would do a better job. Yep. Yeah, that chat guy, I bet he asked for money too while you were there. Chat sports, I mean, this is what they do. Again, that penalty marker there. Yeah, and by the way, folks, if we haven't mentioned it yet, there are ways to donate to the channel. Make sure, again, to go and do your super chat down below. As Shuck is in the shotgun. Drops back, looking to his right, fires. It's caught at the 25. And by the way, I don't know if we've mentioned it yet, folks, but make sure, again, super chats down below. Make sure, again, to donate to the channel. Really helps us out a lot. You can donate on Venmo. You can donate Cash App. We take Whataburger gift cards, Sonic, everything you can pretty much offer. Yeah, that's pretty much what they do. Don't like it. I don't like what they do there. Please click the like. Oh, yes, make sure to do it. Lombardi's follow Brady. Yeah, again, I hated the guy, but after it's all said and done, I do recognize him now as the GOAT. As Shuck drops back, steps up, spinning away, fires, and it is incomplete. Shuck doing a good job in the pocket there, but unable to connect. And the Buccaneers will take over. Had it on probably for a minute and a half before he started pushing. Yeah, no, exactly, Chris. It's horrible what they do. And then people, and again, if you like this stuff, it is what it is. I guess there's nothing I can do. But, I'm just surprised that people, okay, I'll go ahead and put the money, and then you can feature my chat there on the screen. Yeah, $10. And, okay, here's another $20 to, again, they're getting, thousands of dollars. Unbelievable. Grossi, he does charities, there's a difference, the Grossi actually does good, I definitely respect the heck out of him, but I don't like chat. Chat sports, they're disgusting to me. 1st and 10 at the 24. Mayfield hands it off. This is Tucker up the middle, and he's brought down after a gain of 1. Donate $10 to get a raffle. Yep. It's just, yeah. I will make a YouTube video parodying them for sure. You're in Arizona now. Definitely miss it at times. Oh, Tampa Bay, I bet. Let's see here. That's what it was like. That's what it was, Mike. Just sounds like a scam. Yeah, it's just, yeah. Of course, people they'll do it because, yeah, it's because. It's just how it is. People get scammed all the time in the world. People are going to get scammed on YouTube. That's just the way it works. 2nd and 9 here for Tampa Bay at the 25. And it looks like we don't have someone else in there as he hands it off to Williams up the middle. There was someone else at quarterback there. Oh, is that Teddy Bridgewater? Teddy Bridgewater sighting. Oh, okay. Teddy Bridgewater, 2015 Pro Bowler. Geez, man, he's been in the league for a while. I know he's been in and out of the league. But, man, that's been a while. No, don't worry about the bill. Appreciate that. That's very nice. But no, don't worry about that. Appreciate you, man. Bridgewater in the shotgun. Trips the right, one receiver to the left. Bridgewater hands it off up the middle. This is Williams, and Williams fights forward to the 30. And it looks like Tampa Bay will punt it away. So again, yeah, Bridgewater in there. So the figure skater wins when they don't crash. Brady won by not. Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Saints never had a chance from the start. I thought they could have. I thought, I don't know, based on how these teams have played each other the last, few years, I was thinking it could be a pretty good game, but unfortunately, it wasn't. Fortunately, that was not the case. So Dixon back to punt it away is ticking under 3 minutes here, actually 2:34 and counting. As there is the punt, and that's going to be fielded at the 18-yard line, and runs out of bounds. So 2:29 left to go here in this one, 23-3. Again, I do appreciate you guys hanging out. And again, I'll be back on later tonight for the Steelers-Packers game, as I've been just looking forward to that game all year. And I'm very happy the Steelers are actually decent, because I was kind of worried, well, if the Steelers are kind of trash, then it won't matter. But I really do appreciate you guys hanging out. So again, if you're looking for a voice for that one, and again, I assure you I'm not going to be all about, I'll be happy on the Steelers score, but I will be like 51-49. It's not going to be completely biased, I assure you. I am more difficult, I'm more harder on the Steelers than I am any other team. As Shuck steps up, fires, it is caught. Oh, he just dropped it! Juwan Johnson had to leap to make a great catch. He had it, but then he just couldn't hold on to it, and it falls incomplete. Oh, that is tough. Got to go see us at the Steelers game. Yes, Chris, I'll see you there. Watch the Saints score 3 quick ones. Oh, it would be crazy. You love Jonathan Taylor from my fantasy. Oh, I bet. He's been popping off. Just got another score. That is crazy. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor is legit. He's the reason that they're succeeding. You stop the run, though, and that team is cooked. Shuck steps up, fires. It's caught at the 23. Diving forward to the 25 is Shaheed. That's a gain of 6. 75 likes. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. You guys have been awesome tonight. Or, yeah, I guess it is tonight now. So, again, I'll be back on later tonight for Steelers-Packers. 3rd and 4 here at the 25. And they're not going to get this one off by the 2-minute warning. So, possibly for one final time, we'll go and check out the scores from across the nation. Again, not much happening right now. Only 3 games in this later window. Broncos 37, Cowboys 17, and the Colts 38, Titans 7. And, of course, final scores from earlier, Dolphins-Falcons 34-10. I covered that one earlier, 34-10. Dolphins winning. The Jets 39, Bengals 38. That must have been the game of the day so far. Would have been a great one to cover. Patriots 32, Browns 13, Eagles 38, Giants 20. Bills 40, Panthers 9, Ravens 30, Bears 16, and the Texans 26, Niners 15. Again, though, folks, this is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. I know we were kind of close to 1,700. I don't know if we quite got there. Would be pretty cool to get it. If not, well, then it just makes it sweeter whenever it happens. So, again, I really do appreciate you guys for hanging out in this one. I'm talking about subs, of course. Again, it is free to subscribe to the channel. And again, folks, I want to emphasize that it's not just a Steelers channel. I don't just do one game a day. No, I'm on here all day on Sundays. And again, I'm on here 6 days a week, to be honest with you. And again, I covered college football. And, of course, I did the Thursday night game, did Wednesday night college football, Tuesday night college football. I'm starting to stumble on my words, but trying to get as much out as I can. But, again, I am on here. And yeah, never questioned my loyalty to football. I love football so much. Again, I'm covering Conference USA football. Come on. That is dedication. Come on, folks. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Really do appreciate you guys for your support. I'll drink tequila and bourbon and Shire. Oh, geez. Well, geez. Yeah. That's crazy. Denver 37, boys 17. Yep. Yes, sir. And as always, again, don't feel free feel free to chat down below. Don't hesitate to chat down below. I can't speak anymore at this point. Ohio State, Penn State this Saturday. Man. I'm sure that would have been a good game at one point in time. Not this year. That would be kind of interesting for Penn State to actually, like, win. So 3rd and 4. Oh, pardon me. 3rd and 4 for the Saints. I'll let my voice rest after this. Ball at the 25. They need to get to the 29. Chuck in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Chuck drops back, looking to his left. Fires. It is caught at the 27, but just couldn't get nothing doing. So it's now going to be 4th down, and this is pretty much it. This is the ball game. My gosh. 4th and 3 at the 26. They need to get to the 29. Shuck steps up, and he's going to take off and run, and diving forward is Shuck for a brand new set of downs. Bucks only NFC South team with a W. Yeah, it was a good day today for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10 as the clock continues to run. Minute 29 and counting. Shuck drops back, looking, fires. It is caught by Shaheed. What a catch at the 40, stepping out of bounds. Manning, Breeze, Montana, Mahomes, Aikman, Elway, Favre, Rodgers, Elway, Marina. That's your top 10? Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, I think different generations are going to have different criteria for sure. See, me, I would not have Aikman in my top 10. I'd have to really think about it, as looks like there is an offsides by Tampa Bay. That'll move up New Orleans 5 yards. Breeze, I'd have him lower part of the top 10 for sure. Mahomes is already in the he's in the top 5 category for sure. Again, Aikman, I can't now. I can't do Aikman. That's not bad though. Again, I would put Aikman out of there and put Brady in there. Again, I think Ben deserves more credit than he'll never get the credit he deserves. As Shuck drops back, looking over the middle, fires, it's caught at the 50, and it's brought down to 47. That is Shaheed. And Shaheed is really hurt. Oh, he's down. He is ripping off his helmet. He is not having a great time. You'd put Roethlisberger over Brady? I mean, I love Ben. Again, Ben will never get to the respect he deserves, of course, when it comes to quarterback play on the field. I want to make that perfectly clear. Obviously, you can talk about the other stuff. But yeah, I would take out Aikman. I don't know. I don't understand what Aikman really did other than hand the ball off to Emmitt Smith. Jamarcus Russell is the GOAT. Yeah, for sure. Might actually be one of the best. He is number 1 for sure. And draft busts. He threw the ball. You talking about Aikman? I guess. I mean, I don't know. I wasn't very. I don't know. I'm just looking at the stats, comparing it to the era. Aikman seems very, average. And of course, again, he won, so that's what matters. But again, if you use that argument for Aikman, you have to use it for Brady. So 1st and 10 here at the 48. Shuck in the shotgun, trips to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Shuck drops back, moving to his right, fires. It is incomplete. Pass behind Vele on the target there. Just couldn't make the catch. Last time I drank tequila the following days. Oh, geez. Yeah, you probably shouldn't do it then. Again, this game is pretty much winding to its conclusion. Again, 2nd and 10 here. 53 seconds left to go. Buccaneers looking to go to 6-2 with a commanding lead in the NFC South. The Saints will drop to 1-7. Oh, Rossberg through. Oh, yeah. I mean, of course. I thought he's a great passer. I mean, he's one of the best underrated passer for sure. 2nd and 10. Shuck steps up, moving to his right. Guiding traffic. He's going to take off and run. He's at the 45, runs out of bounds at the 41. Again, he did a lot with the run-first offense. And again, he's another guy that managed the game well. And, of course, whenever you saw that he didn't have a defense towards the end of his career, I mean, he started slinging it, and he was doing very well with the Antonio Brown and all them. Threw for over 5,000 yards in Pittsburgh. He didn't have a dome to do it. And yeah, has that a little shot at Breeze? Yeah. But, you know, I thought Ben will never get the credit he deserved for sure. 3rd and 4 at the 42. Shuck in the shotgun. Shuck drops back, sending the blitz. Shuck trying to get away. He does. And keeping his eyes downfield, throws. It is incomplete, as it's now 4th down. Brady's in your top 60. I cried when Tampa got him. Oh, geez. Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, again, like I said, I did not like Brady. I viewed him as the ultimate villain in football. But, you know, I give credit. I'll give credit where credit is due. I mean, he won. I feel like the refs were always on his side. Yeah, I do. But it's like that also with Mahomes and the Chiefs, and I still think Mahomes is great. 4th and 4 at the 42. Need to get to the 38 for Brandy. Send it down. Shuck drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is caught at the 31. Immediately stepping out of bounds. That is Brandon Cooks. And that is a catch, and the Saints just trying to get to, I guess, double digits on the scoreboard. So, again, this game probably, I mean, it should have already been over, but, you know, again, they're just garbage time, you know? You want to see, I guess, what Shuck can do. They send the bots in pairs now. In the shotgun, sending a man in motion is Shuck. Shuck, play action. Heavy pressure, fires to the end zone. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Johnson. Unable to connect. And it's 2nd and 10 coming up for the Saints. Quarterback comparison, Rattler 15 for 21, 138 and a pick. Shuck was 16 for 28, 111 and a pick. Rattler also did lose a fumble. Of course, again, you know, nothing really that is like, man, Shuck is definitely the guy for the future, but, you know, I don't know. They're just trying to see what he can do, I guess. 2nd and 10, Shuck in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Shuck drops back, looking, fires. It is caught at the 16 by Johnson. He was tackled in bounds. So again, 17 seconds, 16, 15, 14. Shuck in the shotgun. Drops back, looking over the middle, fires to the end zone. It is incomplete as the clock stops with 5 seconds left to go. Again, 23-3 is your score, 5 seconds. Best QBs probably ever: Roger Starbuck, Marino, Brady, Sims, Kelly, Montana, Joe, Theismann, Fouts, Bradshaw. Well, I can definitely see what era you watched. I can definitely see that, you know. But again, like I said, it's more of a generational thing. Generations are going to have different quarterbacks at, you know, different. So it's tough. It's a tough one to really gauge as Shuck drops back. This is the last play of the game, and Shuck is going to go down. That is a sack. And that is going to do it for this one as the Buccaneers win 23-3 over the Saints. Yeah, Phil Simms. Yep. So the Buccaneers moving to 6-2. That's actually the best start, or the ties the best start in franchise history. So congratulations to the Buccaneers, looking really good out of the gate. Currently happening again, we have the Colts leading 38-7 over the Titans, and the Broncos up 37-17 over the Cowboys. Like I said, folks, that's going to do it for me. I will be back later today, actually in an hour or so, for the Steelers and the Packers. So hopefully I'll see you there. Make sure again to like and subscribe if you like what you heard today. Again, this is what I do. I call games. So again, make sure again to like and subscribe if you consider yourself a fan of football. If you're a fan of the NFL. I do this 3 times every Sunday. So there you go. That is pretty much it. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday in case I don't see you ever again. It's been fun knowing you. Y'all take care. Enjoy the rest of your day and your life. Y'all take care. Peace and good night. I'll see you, though, in an hour.